Anna.
You too.
Okay, so I have about 5 minutes left, which I'm excited for because I love story time and I don't get very much opportunities to talk about my ghost stories. Super fun. Um, so again, if you're just tuning in, a lot of people say they want to see what I see, but they really don't know what they're asking for. And some of these ones have been really cool, but um, I did change my abilities about 10 years ago. I was taught that we could change our abilities. And I got so tired of like waking up in the middle of the night and seeing them hovering over my bed that I did not want to see them with my physical human eyes anymore. I just wanted to hear them. So before I changed my abilities, though, there was another time I had my son. He was about 2 months old. Sorry, I was thinking about that. 2 months old. And we were sitting in the living room. Of course, he was in his car seat. It was Christmas time. I was wrapping some presents, and I just said, hey, we should pray. And I just start praying out loud while I am wrapping these presents. And the month before, I had just bought my daughter a little kitchen, those like little cooking kitchens that kids have, and it's got buttons on it, and it makes different noises, like a sizzle noise, a boiling noise, the tea kettle noise. And one of those buttons had gone off. And I kind of like looked at it and I thought, well, that's weird. And so I went over there and jumped around and thought maybe it just felt some vibration and it never went off again. And I went and sat down by my son and started, kept wrapping the papers and the presents. And then every single button got pushed right on that kitchen. And I remember looking over there. Now, I didn't see anything during that time, but eventually we go to bed and I wake up in the middle of the night because they're always there in the middle of the night. And there is a man there in my doorway again. The door was closed that time, but he was still there. And he had some big black baggy pants on and almost like a plaid shirt. It was buttoned up. I remember it being like red and yellow. And he was about 6 foot, pretty skinny, a little bit more. Anyways, so I remember thinking, oh, I got to see if he's got feet. Because when I see them, most of the time, I don't see their feet. They're always kind of floating, okay? So I look down and I'm like, oh, there's no feet. He's not real. And I'm like, oh, he's not real. He's not real. And then I just kind of started freaking out. I can't run past him. I have no cell service in that apartment that I was living in back then. And then I realized it was my son's uncle who had passed away. He'd actually passed away tragically, and I had never met him, but it was him. And I just told him like, hey, like we're doing okay. We're doing good here. Thank you for showing up. And I just communicated with him, never saw him again. Just from my perspective, the other side for me is 3 feet higher than our plane. So I always kind of see them floating or a little bit taller. It's hard to gauge how tall they are sometimes. When I see them with my human eyes, I didn't see their feet. Now I can because I've changed my abilities a little bit. So that's fine. Dave, will you pop up how much time I have? Oh, thank you. Same mine. Okay. So cool things though. Like one time I was working at, what do we call those? Assisted living homes. And I was so close to some of my residents. And I remember waking up again in the middle of the night and I'm laying flat down and there's 2 spirits around me. And I look over, one of my residents is there and she's holding my hand and I just started crying and I just told her, I love you. I'm so sorry that I got so busy because they put me in a different position and I couldn't go see her. And she was so cool. She was 96 years old and she wouldn't come out of her room. She didn't have any friends. And everybody, the residents, it kind of was like, oh, she's not friendly at all. She doesn't do nothing with us. But come to find out, she just couldn't hear them. She was mostly deaf and they wouldn't communicate accurately. So I used to go sit in her room and hang out with her. And eventually she came out and made friends. And I taught everybody like how to communicate with her so that she could hear them. And she was bowling with us but she had gone to cross over and I knew because she came to tell me thank you and give me the most amount of love possible. So it was pretty cool moments. But anyways, time is out for the night. So I will see you back here Wednesday at 8:30 Mountain Standard Time, 10:30 Eastern Time. And it was so much fun sharing stories with you. Have a good night, guys.
Listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV and Lightning Television. Welcome. Time for an offering of light with Robin Chaney. Robin Chaney. Live from RobinChaney.com. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv. This is an offering of light on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hello, welcome to Thursday night on A1R Psychic Radio. I am Robin, the first host of the evening. And please excuse, I am still packing and preparing to move. Hopefully that will happen soon. It's kind of been dragging out and pushing back. Anyway, so yeah, don't pay attention to anything behind here, okay? Anyway, welcome. My name is Robin, and I'm a healer, and I'm here to help you move forward on your healing journey, or just feeling good, right? The light will just help. I use light. I call it light. To me, it's the light of God and from the divine, and it's here to just help. So, if you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new to excuse me, I'm tongue-tied. New to this evening, welcome. I hope to see you again. This is a very quick show, so I can't do a lot of like really intense work, but we do get some good work here. And everybody gets light, and you can always come back and watch a replay and still get some more light. It won't be as intense as it is when I'm doing it live, but you can still come back and get some more. Okay? All right. Oh, and if you do like what I have to offer, please go to my website. It's robinchaney.com, and you can see what other offerings I have. I do have on April 18th, I do have a group healing where it'll be a Google Meet meeting, and I will pick people from the attendees to do live healings and live readings on, which is always so fun. And Yeah, not many people should sign up for them. So I would love to. So far, I've been able to get every person that shows up, give them a little bit of specific one-on-one time. So that's always, it's been nice to have that and meet so many people that come. So, okay, anyway, let's get started and see where we go tonight. So everyone just get comfortable, whatever that means for you, whatever that looks like for you, unless you are operating machinery, please do not. We want you to be safe. All right. So on the count of 3, let's take a deep breath in. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in. And release. Nice. I feel like I need to stretch. All right, let's do that again on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in. And release. Nice. If y'all have been here before, you know I usually do both arms up during that, but I have something wrong with my shoulder, and it goes, depending on how my arm is angled, I can go about this far. So it's a little painful. I believe what that is from, I did some really intense dark work, demonic work last night, and I think I have a little bit of stuff stuck, so I'm gonna have to clear myself a little later. So I hope if you do any work like this that you do clear yourself as well. And sometimes they still get in, so you just have to do the extra work. All right, here we go. And yeah, I can only lift up one arm. Oh, goodness. Okay, here we go. That's not going to stop the light, though. All right, so let's see if I'm going to pick up anything. Ooh. Like, I feel like pressure in my ears. I'm swallowing like there's some phlegm, but it's like not like easily swallowed. Like it's like thick and kind of like it's compacted a little bit in swallowing. So, but I think last time we were here, there was a lot of allergies going on. So we might be working on that again. Yeah, my nose feels stopped up. Yeah, that's not mine. All right, so let's get in there. I'm being told headaches. There's headaches going on. It's like, yeah, allergies. I hear actually hay fever, and then I feel like pressure in my head, headache there. Hear my dog. I'm so sorry. Gemma is quite vocal tonight because Elliot is in the house. Elliot in the house. I'll say yes. I'm Generation X. Okay, here we go. You know what I want to do? I want to help everybody's immune system, but I want to go into, let's go into bone marrow, just to help those white blood cells be created, right? We want to make sure that they are being created strong, healthy. So let me go into bone marrow. I just want to go into people's blood because I want to strengthen the white blood cells that are in there and encourage proliferation, right? We want to encourage proliferation of the white blood cells so we can all fight, so our bodies can fight what we are up against in this world. So many viruses and pathogens, bacteria. All right, so what I'm doing is just bringing a lot of light into the bone marrow. I'm sorry, if y'all can hear my dog, I am so sorry. She is nuts. Kind of like me. We're both nuts. Okay. Well, we lean towards weird. We embrace that weird. Okay, Gemma is... She wants to rebut. Just cross-examine. Okay. In the marrow. Wow. It's like some people it's pretty good. Some people, a little less than good. But that's why we're here to help it out, right? Build up our immune systems. Right. All right, so while that work is going on, feeling a headache like in the front, it feels more And back here also. Let's just move some of this sinus stuff around. And if you can hear my dog, I am so sorry. It's hard to concentrate with her running amok. Okay. There are some compacted sinuses. Let's just put some extra light in there, people. Now, if you're not the person or a person with a lot of allergies that I'm working on right now, you're still getting help, right? The light is still working on you, but my attention can only be in a couple places. And this is where it is right now. Okay. That doesn't mean you're not getting any help or healing. So everybody who's accepting it gets it. Again, if you tell it no, it will stop and feel it. Even though I don't hear it going into the stomach, there's a lot of phlegm in the stomach that can cause some just upset tummy and some interesting things with the bowels. So just be warned. It's better to, well, I believe, I don't know if it's for everybody, but for me, it's better to blow it out or just kind of spit it out into a tissue. And try not to keep all that phlegm inside the body. Or I try not to. Okay. Down in the abdomen. Wait, somebody with reproductive issues. All right, so I'm going to go in the abdomen. We're going to leave that working. I'm going to go up into the reproductive system. Picking up, which is I don't know if I'm mirroring somebody or if I'm POV, but there's an ovary here. This is my right side. There's an ovary here. See how this one's like here and this one's up? It's fascinating. We're going to put light in. Oh, this one's rising up. Okay. And it's twisting. Feels like there's pathogen in the fallopian tubes. Okay, let's see what we can do. Because it was the right side that was kind of hunched over. We're trying to get it to raise up. They're actually moving my hand down to like going on the ovaries and the fallopian tubes. And if this is you, you may feel warmth in your abdomen. My hands are actually directly on my abdomen in lieu of yours. So you may feel this if you are sensitive. Everybody else, you are still basking in the light. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pack light around this, the reproductive system. So the person with this reproductive system that is having some healing done right now, I'm just going to pack light there because I want to feel light in everybody's blood. We just want to clean the blood. I want to strengthen the white blood cells, the red blood cells, all the goodness in the blood. Strengthen that. So I'm just asking light in. And again, Gemma, shh. She's very vocal tonight. Thank you, Bean. Thank you, Gemma. All right, my hands are still on the abdomen for the woman who wants some healing in her reproductive system. And I'm also calling in light. So I'm paying attention to that. I can feel the light going into people, into their blood. I want to make sure everything. I also want to do some nervous system work. Goodness, we have a lot going on tonight. I don't know if I'll have enough time. All right, so the blood, let me just fill up the rest of the way. Okay, so I'm going to swoosh it, the blood on the count of 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. I have 2 minutes. Okay, let's swoosh the blood one more time. 1, 2, 3. Can't believe light. Get my arm up. That's so funny. All right, so let's intensify the light. Those who are sensitive may have felt a whoosh. They may have felt the swoosh when I do when I switch the blood. Might get a little lightheadedness. All right, so I have a minute and a half probably. So let's go as much still on the woman with the reproductive system. So my hands are still there, but let's put some light into the spine. Whew. I'm going to try to just fill up the nervous system. We'll just do the nervous system this time. No, they're also saying central nervous system. Okay, so the brain, the spine, and we're going to push it out into the nerves, okay? Don't have much time, so I'm just trying to do this. Okay, so on the count of 3, I'm going to push the light. I have 60 seconds, y'all. Woohoo! All right, I'm going to push the light through the nerves from the spine. Okay, if you're sensitive, you will feel this. This feels kind of funny. Hope it brings a giggle to you. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Pushing. Oh, okay, we're not going to push that hard. I'm going to push again. I want to intensify the light in the spine. 30 seconds. Okay. 30 seconds. Here we go. Pushing through the nervous system. All right. I want to thank everybody. I'm going to continue to work until we get off the air. So thank you for visiting, coming out to see me. I greatly appreciate it. Hope you all have a wonderful week. And again, you can go to robinchaney.com and see all the wonderful things that I have to offer. Have a good night. And I'm just going to continue to work until I fade to black.
Greetings, fellow seekers of truth, wisdom, and light. This is your old buddy, and I stress old, Reverend Elliot. Looking back at my life, everything I've ever done professionally was based on communication. That's what this is. I never would have thought that I could communicate around the world like this, but hey, there you go. But see, it's a self-denial. I think I'm saying it now because I'm in a really bad place emotionally. A lot of you know why. I don't want to dwell on that, but there's an awful lot of pain coursing through me right now. And the positive energy I receive from interacting with the Ask One radio audience helps get me through that. And I absolutely appreciate that. And those of you who've been sending me emails with words of consolation and condolences and encouragement, thank you. Thank you so much. It's just, I don't know if you know what you've done to boost my morale. It's been a nightmare for the last 3 months or so, and coming up to 4 months. And you're the ones getting me through this. Seriously, this is it's you. It's these acts of kindness, and I certainly appreciate it. So I'm coming up with all kinds of ways to have premiums with things that I offer, so that you can get something beneficial for nothing. Let's put it that way. You'll see the announcement I make about bending spoons with your mind, and I certainly hope some of you at least take advantage of that. Well, let's get on with the readings. I will now ring a bell 3 times to declare that we are entering sacred space. and I'm now going to pull back the curtain on the magical window so we can speak to Cassandra in Minnesota. Hello, Cassandra. You're on with Reverend Elliot.
Hello.
Hi, how are you tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, I'm muddling through. I mean, there's nothing wrong with me that a good cry won't cure, but I just can't do it. You know, it ain't happening.
Yeah,
You know the feeling, right?
I do.
So what should we look at in the cards? Let's not dwell too much on the past. Let's see what's going on forward. How's that?
I would
Unless
like to see how my finances look moving forward. I've got a lot of things kind of in the burner coming up, and I'm like, oh, I'm just curious to see how everything's going to line up. And I know this could really be a huge thing for me financially, so I just want to see if I can get a sneak peek.
Well, I have 4 cards here, and 3 of them are coins. So these cards, they're listening to you. They're responding about money. The King of Coins tells me that you'll mastering money is not your problem. You can do that. The 2 of Coins is a person who knows how to juggle money and balance money and get it to work. And then there's the Page of Coins, which is the appearance of more money. Not the theoretical appearance, but the court card of the page is the literal appearance. The Judgment card is there, which is about rebirth. And, you know, I'm seeing money is going to be the root of your happiness. You see, now that's something else. People say money is the root of all evil. Not so. You take a look at your good book, and it says the love of money is the root of all evil. I knew a guy who had the right attitude towards money. He said, I like money, but it isn't worth working for. So, you know, he did okay, but, you know, he didn't break his back. So these cards show that you're very good with money. You know how to handle it. There's more coming your way, and it's going to be life-changing, life-altering.
Oh, okay.
In the positive way, I might add. Yeah, see, here's the Wheel of Fortune, which is about a change. That's the big change, is that this money... here's good grief, another money card here. It's the Knight of Coins. You know, that means that money, that's another one that says it's the appearance of money, like the Page of Coins, but it's more theoretical. The page is actual, it's real. You know, this is... Now, there's a meaning to the court cards in tarot that corresponds to the ineffable name of God in the Hebrew Bible. All that's explained in those white books I showed you, but it's 4 stages of development. There's the theoretical, there's the possibility, you know, and it just grows as you go down the line until you get to the page, and that is the actual appearance. So I think you're going to have a very good year in terms of money, because you know how to use it, and you're going to have an opportunity to get more of it coming your way, and you'll do very well with it. Oh, see, now here's another one. You see, this is ridiculous. All these are coin cards that you're getting. Now, you know, what is that, 5 of them now? The 4 of Coins is an interesting card. That's a person who really knows how to marshal their financial resources. Some people may think that person is cheap, but that person is wise. You know, there's a whole difference there. That person knows how to keep the money close so that it doesn't get squandered. So, you know, I don't see any. Gosh, another one, coins, and I'm showing these for the people who are watching the video stream, lest people think I'm making it up, which of course a lot of people think anyway. That's the 6 of Coins. That's a card of receiving money. I don't think you have anything to worry about financially in the time period coming up, okay?
Awesome. Thank you. I have big dreams, and I'm trying to open up like a wellness retreat center so I can give back to my community and give back to the people around the world that have helped me, and just really trying to impact the world in a more positive light. So that's really good to hear that that's going to be coming in, because I don't want it for me. I want it to be able to bless other people. So.
Yeah, well, that is an extraordinary attitude, which is about making good things happen, and I applaud that here. Yeah, I will applaud it. How's that? So I'll tell you what, when you get things going, and I notice I didn't say if, when you get things going, drop me a line at my website, magic-works.com, magic-works.com, and I will add on one of my link pages your business so that people can find it from all over the world. How's that?
That sounds awesome. Thank you.
My pleasure. I'm willing to give too, and it's that's what we're all here for. Cooperation is the thing. And I was so surprised in my early 20s when I went into business and I saw how the office was a whole bunch of people trying to destroy each other. So, I've been self-employed so long that nobody would hire me, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So listen, Cassandra, I think that your cards are absolutely, truly happy. Here's the Six of Cups. This is something you've wanted to do since childhood, is to help people, according to this card, correct?
Yes.
So you will. So be sure to let me know about it, okay?
I will. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you for getting us off to a wonderful, positive start. Bye-bye now.
Thank you. Have a good night. Bye.
Thank you. I'm having a good night thanks to you. Bye-bye. And it's always nice when so many things like that come up. Now, that's a very interesting thing, though. The person asked about money, and almost every card I get, except for the Judgment and the Wheel of Fortune, those were money cards. This is how people can say with a straight face that tarot cards are alive, because they do seem to listen. And, what can you do? You can't argue with them, but because I've tried that, and I shuffle them up and say, let's look at it again, and the same cards come up. It's remarkable. Umberto in Elgin, Illinois is next. Hi, you're on with Reverend Elliot.
Hi.
Hi, how are you doing tonight?
Doing good.
Well, let's see if we can make that a little better. What would you like to look at?
Right now I'm just struggling financially. Right now I'm just recovering from an injury, had surgery, and I've just been working for at least probably a few days a week, or maybe even just 1 week. I'm just trying to find out if I will be financially fine, stable, or I'll find a career or a job that will help me. I don't know, my life is just kind of confusing at the moment.
Well, yeah, I mean, those are the kind of periods that are really depressing, So I hear you. And the tarot cards are wonderful in terms of getting a glimpse around that corner. So let's take a look. I'll shuffle them up again. And, okay, yeah, this is a good card for you, because right away the cards are saying, I hear you. Okay, the card is the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords represents a stalemate. Nothing is happening in your life right now. It's not going one way. It's not going the other way. The next card is the Wheel of Fortune, which says that is going to change. Now, I know you want to hear that, right?
Yeah.
And after that is the Four of Cups. That tells me that there's a possibility of something really good emotionally coming into your life, but you don't see it yet. So don't bother looking for it, because you'll know it when it shows up, but it's something that's there, and you're not aware of it at the moment. The next card, again, is the Page of Coins. That means you're going to have money. So, these cards are saying, weather the storm. It's going to be okay. let's take a look at a few more cards. Let's see if I can shuffle it up again a little bit. I'm so clumsy with the cards today with shuffling. That was barely a shuff. Let's try it again. Okay. I don't know why. The cards are paying an awful lot of attention to the callers. They're responding beautifully, but to me, they're just being annoying. I'm seeing here, this is the Nine of Cups. That's a card of great physical enjoyment, sensuous things. That tells me that you're going to enter a period of your life where you're going to be really happy with everything you've got. The Star is the card of hope and optimism, so that tells me that that's coming. So, these are... It doesn't really help all that much, but keep in mind that the cards are saying that this is a very temporary thing. And you will be, you see, the thing about this card, the Nine of Cups, is the person in that card is doing so well that there's a warning, that a lot of people are going to be envious of you. So you see,
I experienced that my whole life.
Mm-hmm. You felt
that my whole life.
That's their problem, right? That's not your problem, is it?
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is an interesting card. This is a dangerous card in the movies, but in reality, on the tarot, this is one of the best cards you can get. It's the Death card, which also has a sunrise on it, which means the end of one period of your life and another period is going to begin. And what I see is that it's going to be good. It's going to be a very good period. And, it's here. The Eight of Rods is here. That tells me that this is going to happen soon. So you're right on the cusp of getting the things that you want out of life. So, take care of your health. And ride this period out, because you're going to be doing fine according to these cards. You're going to be doing just fine. Like I said, so good that people are going to really be envious of you. Not jealous, envious, which is a whole different ball game there. Let me leave you with these three cards. You're going to be very happy with these three cards. This is Temperance. This card. That means that your life right now is decidedly out of balance. That is the return of the balance in your life. The Ten of Cups. Cups are emotional well-being. This is about great happiness. This is the happiest card probably in the deck. And then the Ace of Coins, which says that money is coming your way. How can you beat that, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So you're headed. The Death card tells me that there's a new period of your life that's about to begin, and what I just described is that period. Balance restored, money coming in, and great happiness. I've known people who had a lot of money and were not happy at all. This is one of the great mysteries of life to me, is that I've known quite a number of people who killed themselves. And with the exception of one, they were very successful people. So who knows what people go through internally? There's a one person who hadn't gotten the success that he wanted. He killed himself with a joke. He sat down in his automobile. He ran a pipe from the exhaust into the cars by the driver's seat, and he turned the ignition on, and he sat down and started reading Gone with the Wind. And he died while reading Gone with the Wind. He wanted to make a statement of some sort. Now, a man with that kind of ingenuity, you'd think he could have done something to ameliorate his suffering, but he chose to make a joke out of it. The other people I know who committed suicide were some of the most successful people you can imagine. By monetary and career standards. So I don't understand it. But you're going to be quite happy. And here's another one here. You asked about work. This is I'll leave you with this card because I introduced a depressing note here because your cards are so positive. That was not the best thing for me to do at that point. Here's the 8 of coins. The 8 of coins signifies a new career. You're going to have a new job and you are going to apply yourself so diligently at the new job that you're going to be noticed and it will lead to other things. That's an excellent thing. And there you go. And that leads to the 10 of coins, more money. So the cards are saying that the money is going to be no problem. And there's a new career coming. And all this is on its way because of that 8 of rods. You're very close to it happening now. Okay?
Okay, is this like it's like, sorry for asking, is it like something that's going to be happening soon, or
Oh,
is it
yeah,
gonna be
very
something
soon.
that have to be like patient?
No, it's very soon. That's what the 8 of rods is about. It shows, take a look at it online. It shows some rods coming in for a landing, like somebody threw them in the air and now they're going to land. That means it's almost here. You know,
Okay.
this is what if you go to the archive and you play the video of this show or go to my website when it's up, you take a look at this card because it shows the rods about to land, and the rods are career, and this is going to be very good for you. Now, if you start to let's lose the feeling of these cards, just go to askoneradio.com or Moonstruck TV and take a look at or listen to this reading again because it's extraordinarily powerful and positive. You're going to get what you want. You know, you really are. I mean, I'm seeing it here. No, you know, the period of waiting is there. You know, there's the card again. It's going to be starting very soon, and you'll know that you got there when you get that new job. And you just keep in mind that you'll apply yourself diligently to that new job, and you will be recognized and rewarded for it. So keep that in mind, okay?
Okay, so like, do you know any like the type of job? Like, what type of job is it?
No, but it's going to be one that suits you. I can tell you that. Whatever it is you like to do is going to be in there. You know, this is the readings that I do here are too short to get into any depth. But I probably, even if we wanted to do a deeper reading, I probably wouldn't go into details on that because there's no point in focusing on something that may not happen to the extent that you would miss something else that is happening that's just as good. So you see, just be open to the possibilities because it's all coming your way. You're getting what you want. You just take care of your health and build up your strength and stay as positive as you can, okay? That's the key.
Okay,
Thank you so much for calling.
thank you.
My pleasure. Bye-bye now. And look at that. We've come to the halfway mark in Reverend Elliot's magical window. And I never, ever, ever take the cards for granted. Gosh, these cards are just hot tonight because they're right on the money, literally, in a couple of cases here. But they are simply brilliant at answering the question. This is not me interpreting the reading based on what the people want to hear. This is what I'm seeing in the cards. They're your cards. So I'm really just, in a sense, the medium of communication. So check it out, you know, and people have a tendency to be like one of the things I hear a lot when I read for people is I'm going to tell all my friends about this. You're going to be swamped with business, and they never do. They never tell anybody. That's just the way it goes. That's the reality. The feeling fades. Well, Ask One Radio has a cure for that. It's called the archive, and you can listen to your reading again and see because, like I told you, the mind is a wonderful servant, but a terrible master. Your mind is going to tell you that this stuff is just not real. But look how many times tonight, just tonight, let alone the 426 previous shows that I have at the archive, how many times exactly what the person has asked about is what the cards show. I can't explain that. And I have no need to. Somebody listened to the show once and said, well, you did a lot of things there that I can't explain. Said, who cares? Who are you? Nothing in life makes sense unless you can explain it. Tell me how electricity works. Nobody can do that. So there you go. Dee in Melbourne, Australia is on next. Hi, you're on with Reverend Elliot.
Hello, how you going?
It's going well. I hesitate to ask how are you doing tonight because it's actually tomorrow where you are. So
It is. Yes,
so,
it's Thursday here.
happy Thursday. We're still
Happy
running out the
Thursday.
clock on Wednesday. What can I look at for you, Dee?
I'm not sure. Maybe just something in general. I've had lots of changes the last month or so.
Okay. Now I'm supposed to
yeah.
say. I'm supposed to say yes. I know, because I
know
feel,
that.
but I don't. I only know because you told me.
That's right.
These little tricks that some people pull. Yes, I'm
Yeah.
aware of that.
All right.
No, I didn't know a damn thing at all. I don't even know for sure that you're in the other side of the world. But there you go.
No, I am. I definitely am.
There's a famous little moment in an Ernie Kovacs TV show says that if this were true, people would be falling off the world. And he says this is a common misconception. People are falling off all the time. So it's kind of funny.
That's right.
I had some friends
That's right. It's true.
I had some friends who once went from New York to Australia in July, and they brought summer clothes, which was a big mistake.
Yep. Yeah.
So let's see.
Winter.
Well, this is an interesting time here. The first card I have is a very powerful card. I had it earlier. It's the card that most people are scared of because of cheap movies, but there's nothing scary about it. It's the death card. That just means that one phase of your life is ending and another one is commencing. So, because there is in the background a sunrise, so a new day is coming. It's not a sign of dying. This is a very difficult time when one phase of life is ending and another is beginning, and that's what I'm going through. I mean, I was with the same lovely person for 41 years, and now she's gone, and
wow!
I'm dealing with that.
Sorry to hear.
Well, it's just
that's so heartbreaking.
So let's get to you here, okay? Because this is good. The next phase in your life is going to be very interesting. The Three of Rods is here. That's about waiting for plans to ripen and bring forth profit, in a sense. It doesn't have to be money, but the image on the card is a man looking out over the ocean at two ships leaving port, and they're laden with goods, and they're going to come back with money. It just takes a bit of time, and but it's good. The King of Rods here is another sign that the new period in your life is going to revolve around business, which I'm getting the impression from these cards you're very good at.
So, I don't know about that.
Well, it's something. Business is easier than a lot of people think. I mean, I've known lawyers who spent like $90,000, and this was in the 80s, to set up their office, and of course they never made a profit. They never broke even. No, you as a lawyer, this is your office up there. This is what Abraham Lincoln said about his lawyer office. My law office is under my hat. You have the King of Rods here, which is a person who can handle business and make it work. The Three of Cups is here. Now, you have the Three of Rods and the Three of Cups. Threes in tarot are fascinating because they are about completion. They're about getting something done. And the Three of Cups indicates the completion of a matter in plenty. That's the textbook definition of it. It also indicates that what is going to come to you in terms of success will come through people you know. So work those connections, because you're going to do very well here. Right now, I had this earlier for somebody, the Two of Swords. You don't feel like anything is happening, but please believe me, it's happening. It's going to be changing, but there's the card of change, the Wheel of Fortune. So and these are all good cards after that here. So you'll be well. You may want to take a little time out for yourself to let this mature. That's what the Four of Swords. People think that's a death card. Also, it's not. It's about taking some time out and letting things ripen. Because you're at the cusp of a new phase in your life. And I don't know about you, but every time I've entered a new phase in life, it was rewarding, but I had to be dragged kicking and screaming into it. I don't like change. I don't.
A change can be a good positive thing too.
Yeah, well, here's the Emperor. This is a person who can take control. So you've got nothing to be concerned about here. You're just if things seem weird now, it's because you're right at the cusp of that change, and there's going to be a lot of manifestation of change in your life, but it's going to all be for the better. Not a single negative card there. So keep that in mind, okay?
Amazing. Yeah.
I hope that helps, okay?
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you for calling, and thank you for your kind words to me. I appreciate it.
That's
Bye-bye.
okay. No worries.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye. And let's see if we have a little time left. We get to Sarah in Dunellen, Florida. Hi, Sarah. You're on with Reverend Elliot. Let's see. No, what did Florida drift away again? There's always fear that Florida is going to detach, but I don't know. We're getting her back right now. This is these are such wonderful readings today. They're just filled with positivity. And let me tell you something. Anybody who thinks I'm projecting, I'm simply just reading these cards because I'm in a really down mood. This is me depressed, but I'll get out of it soon enough. Sarah, you're back.
Yeah, I thought you were you talking to me or someone else?
Yes. No, I was talking to you.
Oh, I thought we were done.
No, we.
Oh, okay.
The reading. If you heard that reading, that was somebody else. That was a D in Australia.
Oh, okay. All right.
You can't get much farther away from Florida than Australia without leaving the planet. Which several people did today.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, these readings are interesting. So you never know, right? What can I look at for you? What would you like to see? I have some time left.
Just a general reading, I guess. I don't know.
Let's cut the deck here and see what we get. Well, that's interesting. This is I've got the Lovers is an interesting card. It's not a harbinger of romance. That's movies did that.
Yeah.
Particularly Live and Let Die did that, It means a choice you're going to come up to. There's a choice you're going to have to make in life.
Yeah.
The Lover's card generally foretells a choice between the sacred and the profane in its broadest terms. But you're coming to a crossroads in life, and you're going to be faced with an important choice. Which is good to know. The Seven of Coins is here. That is an interesting card about an investment in life paying off, things going well for you. There's the Ten of Coins is here too, which is about perfected happiness with money. But the Two of Swords is here, and it tells me that it's going to be a while. There's a little bit of delay in the good stuff that's coming. The Chariot is here. That's also a duality card. It's like a two. That's a person who can hold conflicting forces together and make them run in the direction she wants. Here's another money card. Gosh, there's so many money cards today. The Three of Coins tells me, are you looking for new work by any chance?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, well, I'm a painter. I'm an artist, and I was
great.
a realtor for 18 years, and it's just the market hasn't been great, and we're in a rural area, so it's costly with gas, especially now. But I was, I'm retired from real estate, and I paint, and I don't really make that much money at it. But
well, let me put it this way: the Three of Coins is exactly the card you want. It's followed by the Page of Coins, which is a card about money coming in. And I'll tell you why you're going to like that three. That means you're going to get a commission. You're going to get some sort of a job that is not permanent. It's like somebody's going to hire you to commission a painting, let's say. And you will do so well. You will do so well at that word will get around and it'll lead to other jobs. That's what the three is.
Oh, wow.
The three is about a person who has a specific assignment to fulfill. It gets done because the threes are completion, and you'll do it. To say satisfactorily is to shortchange you. You're going to do it so well for these people that they're going to sing your praises, and that will lead to other work. So I think that's...
Well, I do, yeah. Yeah, I do commissions from time to time. They're few and far between, and I've never had an unhappy customer, so that's
well, that's
hope
good.
I never do.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've known portrait painters who, they would get like 50,000 a painting, and this was in the 80s, but they were lucky to do one every 3 years, So it's not.
Yeah,
it's not that secure, That's the interesting
not,
thing. Let me tell you what your secret weapon is, okay?
Okay.
You have two secret weapons, actually. One, here's the Ace of Swords. That means you have an evolving and unique and a growing way of seeing the world, that your mind is expanding. And that's where it's at, is the mind. This is why I talked at the beginning of the show about the book on spoon bending. We don't do that just to screw up people's flatware. We do it to show the power of the mind. But here's the card. This is the Fool. The Fool card is the beloved of God. If there was a negative card in this reading, it would be wiped out by that. This is the person who can step off the cliff and not fall. This is now that may sound like Elmer Fudd or the Coyote, but you can see that in the Indiana Jones in The Last Crusade, where he has to take a step in what looks like an abyss. And he keeps going. So that's directly lifted from this card of the Fool. You have divine abilities and divine powers. That's what that card is all about. And that's going to get you through.
What does that mean, divine abilities? And what does that mean?
That means you can take power, spiritual power, and translate it into earthly power.
Really?
Yes, you can. Didn't you ever have a feeling that things somehow keep going right for you from time to time?
Well, I mean, these last few years have been really rough, and I just recently feel like I've
for everybody.
come out of a deep depression. Well, I have family issues, and I have a really bad temper when I get hurt. I mean, it takes a lot, but when I lose it, I totally run off at the mouth. And
yeah, but the important thing is that. You see what I mean? You are aware of it. That means you can do something about it. You don't have to do it now. It just, it takes a while. Let me tell you something. I would rather have an explosive temper than be a doormat. Quite seriously.
Well, I am a doormat for a while, and then I get tired of it. And,
I know how that works. Let me tell you, this is a horrible thing, which is that there are a lot of people who don't understand the importance of anger. Anger is the emotion that lets us know that we've been taken advantage of, that we've been treated badly. And yet, from childhood, I once made a whole audience of people I was talking to sit up when in the middle of my presentation, I said, "Don't you talk to me like that." And implied at the end was young lady or young man. I've seen that so many times. I wrote a thing in my blog, which I may repost that. It was the worst thing I think I ever saw in years. And it was around Christmas time here in New York City at Rockefeller Center, where we have this famous tree that's got 10 gazillion lights on it. And people come from all over the world to look at it. And a little boy was there with his mommy. And she said, "Isn't the tree beautiful?" And he said, "I don't like it." And she said, "It's beautiful." He says, "I don't like it." And she smacks him in the back of the head. Says, "Well, it's beautiful." He said, "I don't like it." And she smacked him in the back of the head again and said, "You do like it." Eventually he said, "I do like it, Mommy." So there's somebody who's having his own feelings beaten out of him by the person closest to him. You see? And that happens. Don't you raise your voice to me, young lady. That just made everybody sit up straight.
Well, it was my dad and my sister. It was very close, and they were very horrible to me.
Let me tell you, I hear you, because from immediate family members, I learned what lying is. I learned what torture is.
Yeah, exactly.
I learned all that stuff at a very young age. This is so touchy, and it just doesn't leave us. And I am like a maniac when it comes to injustice. And I applied that. I channeled that with my wife into running a newspaper for 20 years. And we got so many crooked politicians bounced out of here, and we uncovered them, and we just wrote stories about what they were doing and let the neighborhood, the community deal with it, and they did right by us. But why are you always complaining? Why are you always angry? No, I'm not always complaining. I'm not always angry, but no anger is terrible. That becomes somebody who'll be taken advantage of. Constant anger is rage, and that'll kill you. That's terrible too.
Yeah.
So there is it's like, I'll post this. It's the golden mean. I just don't want to misquote it, but it relates to unrestrained mercy allows evil to run riot.
Yeah, I can.
You have to have strictness too. And unrestrained anger is monstrous. So, I think we're on the same page there, and we both learned a very hard lesson as children, didn't we?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I was told my dad I was told, honesty is the best policy, so I pretty much followed that my whole life. But then, when I'm an adult, I find out, my dad lied, my mom did this, my dad did that. They got a divorce after 27 years, and
I hate to
and my dad's wife
I hate to
is
do this to
horrible.
you.
I know.
I hate to do this to
That's
you, but I've
okay.
only got like a minute left, so I have to go. But you can contact me through my website, and I'll be happy to chat with you off the air, because these are important things, and I don't want to. The deepest call comes at the end, right? So see if you can reach out to me. But I've only got 60 seconds to go. And I don't want to get you hip deep in something and then cut you off. Okay, so let's talk at some point in the future. I'm the easiest person in the world to find. Just do a search for Reverend Elliot's Magical Window, okay?
Reverend Elliot's Magical Window.
Yeah, you'll find me and you'll be able to get in touch with me.
Okay.
I've got to run now.
I'll look for that.
Okay, thank
Okay, you take care.
Bye now. And that's it. Boy, we're hitting that hard wall here now, and I told you, the callers are marvelous in their honesty and openness, and this is why I have to repay that. So until next Wednesday at 11 Eastern, 10 Central, 9 Mountain, and 8 Pacific, remember, time flies. It's up to you to be the navigator. Bye-bye now.
Listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, Enlightening Television. Welcome. Time for Mediumship Uncovered with Medium Donna Young. Live from MediumDonnaYoung.com. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv. This is Mediumship Uncovered on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hi everyone, I'm actually I am in Mudgee, New South Wales today, so we're heading on our way to Newcastle for the Crystal Creative Expo over the weekend, so I'm very excited. I'm hiding in the room because I've got my grandson running around everywhere, so no nice views today. Okay, so I've got a fair few messages today. We're also going to touch on a really important topic that's come up quite recently, quite often, and this is to do with suicide. So where a lot of people have been asking me, where where do people go when they commit suicide? And they end up exactly in the same place as everyone else. They're cleansed, they're healed. A lot of people who commit suicide actually regret that they've done that because they've been in a state of being out of control and not really knowing what they were doing at the time. And they always come through most of the time with a lot of apologies and wishing that they hadn't done what they did. But there's all different reasons for what happens around these situations, but no one gets stuck. No one ends up in I can't even find the word because it's not even in my vocabulary, but I've heard sometimes with the Bible where you can't, if you commit suicide, you go to hell, and that is not true. It does not happen. So those of you who don't know me, my name is Medium Donna Young, and I'm from Australia. I've been seeing spirits since I was 4 years old. So I've got a few quick messages for people today as well, and I'm going to have someone call up for a reading also. So let's see what happens. So I've actually got a message for Paula. I've got an Auntie Nora coming through. She's talking about where there was a lot of confusion before she passed, where she was not really knowing what was happening, and she wants you to know that she's okay. She's okay. She's talking about, I don't know if you were unable to get to her, but she just wants you to know that she was around you. It doesn't matter. It's almost like she didn't want you to know what she was going through or what she looked like there. She wanted you to have good memories, if that makes sense. So she's there, she's around you all the time. So, okay, let's see who else we have. I've also got, I've got two Donnas, and I've got a Donna Mullins, and I've got another Donna, and I've got mothers coming through for you both. So it's really cool sometimes in shows and in group sessions, I'll have doubles coming through at the same time, and it's a double for your name. So Donna, what a good name, the same name as me, and I've got both your mothers coming through. I feel like both these mothers were passed differently though, where one was passed quite suddenly or fast, and the other one had been battling health issues for quite some time. So, all right, now I've got a reading coming through. Katerina from New York, in New Windsor, so the US. So, hi, Katerina, how are you?
I'm doing okay.
Welcome. So, okay, so how I work, we're only have a very short amount of time today. So if there's someone in particular you'd like to hear from, just let me know. I'm straight away getting a father coming through for you. He's an older man, and he's talking about, and do you have a partner on the other side, or is there issues with a partner?
No,
Okay.
I'm single right now, divorced.
You're single?
But
Okay,
I
because
want to
he's
know
talking about,
I just want to know if anybody's coming into my life.
oh, okay, because he was talking about a partner and separation. So I thought he was talking about your partner, but what he was talking about where you've been on your own for quite some time. So, and this father wants you to know that he's sending you the right kind of love, because he's talking about where you've had, you've almost had a repeat with the same kinds of people, where you keep on having the same kinds of relationships. Does that make sense? And he's also talking about where there is, okay, they're showing me someone coming through, and like they're showing me someone who's on the horizon. And I feel like this person is quite feminine, like quite gentle and kind. And they're telling me California, linked with California. They're also, this person's fair, like he's fair-haired. I also feel like he travels for work quite often also. I do see you meeting, are you on online dating?
Yeah, on and off.
Because I'm seeing you meeting him on online dating. And it's almost like this person travels so much for work. You aren't even in the same vicinity a lot of the time, so there's no way that you'd really get to meet each other any other way. And I also feel like there is a past life connection with you both. With past life connections, a lot of the time you maybe know the same people, or you may work in the same industry, or you've grown up in the same area, but or never not been too far apart. Like my partner, we've got soulmate. We're soulmates, and we lived across the road from each other. We even got married around the same time, and our honeymoons were at exactly the same two hotels in Fiji. So we're actually at the same places at the same time. And I feel like there's a connection with this person that you're going to meet. Okay. And this is the person that you've always been wanting and needing and just dreaming and manifesting to come into your life. And they're also talking about where have you been single for quite some time now?
Yeah, I got divorced and I dated a little bit and now I'm single.
Yeah, because they're talking about where you've been on your own for quite some time now, and it's like you've lost faith in love a little bit, and they're saying just imagine what you want and asks for all of that. Make sure it's detailed, because you are the master of manifestation. So a lot of things that you've asked for in the past have come through, and this year is the year for manifesting. So really make sure that you're clear about what you're asking, because I feel like this person is more than what you've asked for. And they're talking about where you've spent a lot of time looking after everyone else instead of worrying about yourself and finding the right person. And I feel like now everyone's okay and it's your time now. Okay, so this is so it is your time. I feel like in the next 15 months to 18 months, that's where you could meet this person anytime between now and then, but that's where is maybe in that committed relationship and where things are really starting to move forward. So, okay, I hope that helps. Thank you for watching the show, and and you'll have to let me know when your Romeo turns up.
Yeah, hopefully it happens soon.
It will, but you need to make yourself available. He's not going to come and knock on your door. Okay, love?
All right, bye.
Yeah, okay. All right. Okay, thank you, everyone. So, all right, I've got a few other people that I'd like to send messages to today as well. So, I also have Ames, I think it is, Ames Lee, and I have a partner coming through for you, love. This partner wants you to know that you are the love of their life. I don't know if you'd gone through a lot of issues before they passed, but they want to say sorry, because they're talking about where a lot of things were communicated or said, where things happened very quickly and was out of their control, and they want you to know they didn't say everything that they wanted to say. And I also feel like I don't know if there's just recently been a funeral or some remembrance for your partner, but they're saying it was absolutely beautiful. They're just they're excited for your future. It's like, but you're still in recovery at the moment. You need to take time for yourself. You need to find yourself again. It's almost like you're creating the next chapter and really stuck not knowing where to go for to be able to recreate this, and they're there supporting you. You can feel them there. You know that they're around you all the time. So just know that they are there and they are listening to you all the time. So I hope that helps, love. I've got another message for Sandy from your father, and I get a lot of chest problems with him where I just feel like I can't breathe properly. He's talking about where he's okay. He wants you to know that he's okay. He's talking about being around your mother, and I'm not sure if they had a few hiccups near the end or where there was a separation between the two, but he is around her, and he's around two children too. He's talking about being around two children. So I've also got a quick message for Kim, and I just want you to let you know that your daughter is around you all the time. She said, Mum, I'm here. I just want you to know I love you with all my heart. She's talking about her liking what you've done for her. You've put something special on her, like where you have either her burial or wherever. So I just want you to know that you can, anyone who would like to book a reading with me, you can get me on mediumdonnayoung.com. Soon I'll be on Magic Gift, MAJIK gift.com, and that will be for special offers. That's going to launch shortly with many healers and readers, and it's just going to be the biggest spiritual platform in the world. So keep
Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV and Lightning Television. Welcome. Time for Ask Maria Now with Maria. Live from AskMariaNow.info. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/Psychic Radio. Or one of our websites, AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv. This is Ask Maria Now on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my show. How are you all doing? I hope you had a fantastic week. I know it was a good week. Yesterday we had that pink full moon, and I kind of wanted to surface touch on that a little bit. It was in Libra, so that means it was intense energy for balance, for relationships, for letting go, for setting intentions. So I did want to surface touch on that a little bit because I do get so many calls on relationships, basically people, whether it's friendships or family. These are relationships every single day. But what I want to talk about that comes up really strongly in a lot of the readings is about the person that you can't let go of. And I'm often asked why. So tonight, I figured I'd just talk and tell you that sometimes, even when you try to move on somebody and you know that they're not for you, that thought stays in your head constantly. You wake up with it, you go to bed with it. And sometimes there's still in that energy field that really hurts when you think about it. It sets the tone for your day, actually. So, and those aren't just random things that happen to us. There's always a reason for these type of relationships. So again, my name is Maria. AskMariaNow.info, 640-208-1014 if you need to connect with me. And I just wanted to say to everybody that not every connection is meant to last, right? They always have a purpose. They're always in there for some sort of purpose. And something you build on, and you start learning about patterns, you start learning about yourself, and you start learning about people in society. Sometimes the connections are real, but the timing is off. Some of the connections I wanted to go by that I've been asked, they are three mainly come to my mind when I think about this, and one are the soul ties. Right? And those are the emotional attachments that we have history with, right? You get attached, the soul stay connected, and we always learn something from them. The other ones are not the really great ones that I want to talk about. Those are the trauma bonds. And those are the highs and lows in a relationship. Those are the ones where you just meet them and you feel on fire and you got the connection, and then all of a sudden, boom, you hit the floor and you don't know what the hell happened. And those are often considered mistaken for love, right? We think it's love. We think, well, how could it be so intense? How could it be so great? How could we have such chemistry? And then all of a sudden that big letdown comes, and if it really was love, I don't think love would do that, right? Love, you love unconditionally through the heart and the soul. So those trauma bonds are often mistaken for love. The other one I want to talk about are the spiritual connections. Those are the ones that really pull deep into your soul. And those are the ones where you just feel like you've known them forever. And, this person, they can feel your words, they know you. And those are really great relationships that you could have. But strong doesn't always mean that it works. And strong doesn't always mean that it's right now. And even though we question why these people are in our lives, there's a lot of factors that go into it. Sometimes it's real, sometimes it's illusion, sometimes it's trauma. And every single one of those relationships that we have, there is a purpose or a learning that we had to learn. So I kind of tell my clients to ask yourself, does this person bring peace or confusion in your life? Is it worth your peace, or is it worth waking up every single day thinking, where is he or she, or what are they doing? Are they cheating? And they send out these mixed signals. Like, who wants to live like that every day? But those trauma bonds keep us in that, right? Those trauma bonds, it excites us and destroys us at the same time. And sometimes we also hang on to a person that was, and they aren't that person anymore. We all elevate, we all grow, our souls grow. We all change as life goes on, and we get different perspectives. And sometimes we just hold on to that person that was. And that's another hard one to walk away from. But most times, deep inside, we always know the answer. We don't want to accept it, but we definitely know the answer. So these are the kind of relationships that I think we all have to take note of, right? And I can tell you that the connection, what it means, how you feel, how we could dissect it, and there's no guessing on it. When you need some clarity, when you need to look at the direct facts of the relationship, sometimes it's just good to write it on a piece of paper. I love this about this person, but this happens. And if we actually just sat and wrote it down, the good, the bad, and the ugly, we could get a clearer vision of the type of relationship it is. Is it a soul bond? Is it trauma? But anyway, I wanted to go over that, and I did want to get a reading in for tonight. But if you ever need any clarity on a relationship, you could always reach me. Give me a call. I'd be so happy to help you to identify what you're in so you get the clarity that you need so you could stay, go, or just feel so much better. Okay? So let me see who I'm going to do a reading for tonight. Michelle.
Hi.
Hi, Michelle. How you doing?
Hello?
Yes, hi, Michelle.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good,
Yes,
honey.
I'm doing pretty good.
Good. How can I
Yeah.
help?
Let's see. I would see if you could see into my son if he is gonna get his life together. I don't know if
Okay.
you could do that.
Just
He
just
just
give me.
moved. He just moved in with. He just moved in with me.
Okay. What's his age group?
Old 40.
He's 40. Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. We all been there. We're all mothers, and we all understand that, right?
Oh, I know.
We all
Yeah.
mothers, and we all
Me
understand
too.
that. You sound like you
Mhm.
come from where I come from. You're a New York girl.
New York. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
But a Valley girl, actually, the Hudson
Oh,
Valley.
Oh, really? My sister
Yeah,
lives up that way.
Hudson Valley.
Mhm. Okay, let's take it.
Where does she live?
My sister lives in Westchester
Where?
County. Westchester County.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, that's up for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's see if your son's
Yeah.
going to get it together. And it's hard when
I
you
hope
move
so.
with them when they're older, right? It's not so easy. He is
No.
quite stubborn. He's stubborn. He could be
Yeah.
really stubborn. He doesn't like to take direction. He's there for situational, not because they really want to be there, right? And it's really hard,
Mhm.
not only on him, but it's really hard on you, right? They don't get the
Yeah.
dynamic that goes on there, right?
Right.
He has a variety of choices. He never really sits and thinks about that too much, but it got him into the position where he is today and where you're both at, because this is the both of you really dealing with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell you, to be honest, it's going to take him a little while to figure it out. It's not going to be the easiest time for both of you, not only for you, but not only for him either, right? It's the both of you that are going to be
Right. Yeah.
situation that nobody really wants. That we want our kids, on our own, but we all go back to that at some point in our lives, right?
Mm-hmm.
He will have an
Yeah,
opportunity.
exactly.
He will have an opportunity to get his life together. So there's hope for him. So don't worry.
Mhm.
And he will have the opportunity. What's going on with his money? Is he having some money things going on? Is there money issues, or he's seeking something with money?
Yeah, he has money issues right now.
Okay, so that again is going to be resolved. But again, this is not an overnight success story. This is a give and pull, kind of situation, and he has to be willing to listen. And I think right now he's just, that he feels defeated. So when they get defeated as men in their 40s, they don't want to be there. And I think on you emotionally, it's not going to be the easiest time right now for you. But I will tell you,
Right.
Michelle, I will tell you that it's going to take a little bit of time, but you're going to get through this with him. Let me see what else I can get on him.
Yes, I do. I get through a lot of mountains with him.
You go to climb
Been
mountains.
through a
with him.
lot.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
he's going to
He's been through a
navigate.
lot.
Yeah. He's definitely going to navigate it. And the things that in his own perception that he's feeling he's held back from, he's going to get some aha moments. And I think even though they don't want to hear from us, we could throw little digs. I know I do. Right? We throw these little words out there, and they listen, whether we think they don't, they do. And he's going to be okay. And you're both going to be okay. I just want you to know that it's just temporary.
Oh, okay.
This isn't going to be
Well,
life. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, what would
It
you
takes
say?
time to heal old wounds.
It takes time to heal, right? Oh, yeah, I do know. I
Yeah.
really do know that.
Yes, it does.
But I know that you're going to be okay. Did you have anything more you wanted me to look into, Michelle? I just don't want you to lose hope. I really am telling you, he's going to.
No, I'm not going to lose hope.
Don't.
I'm not losing hope at all. He could have a lot going for him. It's just getting the right, the guidance. That's what he needs, guidance.
Right. He needs guidance, and he needs, he's going to figure it out. Don't worry. He's in a good spot, right? We're mothers, right? Even though they don't want to believe it.
Yeah.
But, tough, but you're going to be wonderful, Michelle. So I want you to have a happy holiday, Holy Week.
You too. And thank you for letting me know that things are going to get better.
Yes, they will. He's a little stubborn.
It'll take time.
Takes time. Yes, it does. All right.
Okay, I appreciate it. Have a happy Easter.
You too, sweetheart. We'll
Thank
talk
you so much.
All right, baby.
You.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Okay,
bye.
Bye-bye.
So everybody have a happy Holy Week and happy Easter to all of you out there. God bless you all.
Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV and Lightning Television. Welcome. Time for Ask Maria Now with Maria. Live from AskMariaNow.info. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888. You're listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV and Lightning Television. Welcome. Time for Tales from the Other Side with Chris Clardy. Live from Terrell and LenormandByChris.com. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv. This is Tales from the Other Side on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Good evening, everybody. I hope you are going to have a good long weekend like me. I am off from my I call it my muggle job. So I have a regular job during the week, and I have tomorrow off. So I'm really looking forward to that, and enjoying my weekend and spending some time with my animals that need some attention. And my horses need to get brushed out good this weekend. They are really shedding. They have fluff everywhere, and they really need to get some of that extra hair off of them. You wouldn't believe the excess fuzz I've got going on around here right now between them and the dogs. It's that time of year. So yeah, all of you that have animals, it is a good time of year to start taking that into consideration and the grooming needs that everybody has, and making sure everybody's comfortable, especially with these wide temperature fluctuations, depending on what type of country you are dealing with. If you are dealing with the heat fluctuations like we are. I left for work this morning. It was 37 degrees, and I came home this afternoon to 75 degrees. So it's just crazy how much fluctuations going on right now. So I was thinking about possibly even giving a couple of them baths tomorrow if that it sounds like it's going to work out. There's an Insta-Hot in my future for the horses if it works out, because they definitely need that bath. The dogs, they don't need as much time because they're a lot smaller. But the horses, they take a lot of care and grooming. They've got their coats are a lot different than the dogs are, and if you aren't familiar with horses' coats, they tend to really grow a thick, heavy coat in the winter, and they start losing it very heavily right now with the way the light has started shifting. And the more light you get, that's the indication that spring has sprung and it's time to shed that winter coat. So it looks like we have Annette in Greensville, South Carolina. How can we help you tonight, Annette?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
So I would like to get a pet reading. So how does this work?
Okay. So if we were in person, I would ask for a photo, but since we're not, if you could let me know what your pet's name is, and if you could tell me dog or cat and the breed.
Okay. So Susie, a Cocker Spaniel, a girl.
Okay. And she's still with us, or she crossed over?
She has crossed over.
Okay. Okay, so let me see about getting her. What I like to do first is try to feel into their energy and make a connection with them. So I'm feeling this, I'm feeling this very warm sense of sincerity. Like this, when she would look up at you, she always had this very concerned look in her eye. Almost like there was this little hint of worry, and this may have been because she had a slight head tilt when she would look at you. And I'm feeling like she was very I don't want to sound like this. I don't want to sound like I'm being generic, because all dogs are loyal and all dogs with their owners are sweet, but she was very, very sweet. She was very attentive to you, and she was I don't know why I'm getting this overwhelming sense of concern for you. So I'm not sure if this is because there was something going on with you at one point, if you had some sort of illness or you had something going on personally, but she has this deep connection of being concerned and watching over you and worrying about you. Is this making any sense?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So it feels like when she was a bit younger, she did have a playful side of her personality. She did like to play. She did, sometimes she was quite stubborn and didn't listen very well. Like I am seeing her in that typical cocker form, putting her head down and just like going, like I have something in my nose. I'm smelling something. I am totally ignoring you. I'm going down the road. I'm not literally down the road, but I am following the scent and you do not matter right now. So she would do that on occasion when she found something very entertaining. She would get, I'm stubborn and I'm not listening to you. I'm feeling
Very
like
much so.
I'm feeling like she like her crossing was I'm feeling her crossing was this was a decision that I feel like there was some sort of ailment that was going on with her. I'm just feeling some a little bit of labored breathing, like a slowing down and a labored breathing, like she just got to a point of not feeling well. I'm not sure if there was some kind of like a congestive heart failure type thing or a lung issue. I'm just feeling like there was something going on with her not being able to catch her breath well, as she got towards the end of her life. And I'm feeling like there was a decision that had to be made on her behalf. I'm not feeling the sense of her passing on her own. Is this making any sense to you?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Okay. And I'm feeling like she is around you quite a bit. She is, I feel like you have in your living room, you have I don't know if this is actually, I get these kind of confused when I am feeling them, if that makes sense. If it's an actual end of a sectional couch, or if it is a like an oversized chair with an ottoman, but I feel like it's something that you would put your feet up on when you would be relaxing. And I feel like this is something that she would either sit on the ottoman or sit on the end, like sit on this end of this like sectional type sofa with you, and that's where she would like to hang out. And she still sits in that spot with you. She still likes to kind of like lay in that crook of that blanket in between your legs, and while you're sitting, and I see you sitting and reading or watching TV, and that's like your quiet downtime with her. And that's what she still likes to do with you. She still likes to sit in that spot. And she also likes to I'm not sure if there's this window in that room or in an adjacent room that seems like it has a lower ledge to it that she could see out of. And I feel her sitting in that area where she can see out of that window and see what's going on outside. And it also was an area where she could feel the sun come in when when she wanted to kind of hang out and sunbathe when it was too yucky outside, if it was too hot or humid, or she didn't want to go out, because she's also telling me she didn't like things in her toes. She didn't like her paws. She didn't like wet paws, and she really didn't like her paws messed with that much. The nails, she didn't like her nails cut, but she really didn't like in between her toes messed with. Does that make sense?
Yes, very much so. That was like her. She'd even like to be petted on her feet or her feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even even our neighbors know that. Certain people who would pet her, they would figure that out really quick.
It's like she didn't get aggressive about it at all. It was more like, no. These are, and like the point of like, I'm gonna tuck them up like this, and no, these are mine.
Yeah. That's very much so her.
You also hear her, there's a hard surface in there's like an entryway, and there's like hard surface in your kitchen area, and I hear her walking around in there, and I think you have heard her moving around in there as well, and you've had to kind of say, wait, what was that?
Yes, all the time, especially at night.
Yeah.
I can hear like, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So when
Very
you
true.
hear that, just acknowledge her, because that is her walking around in the house. So just acknowledge her, that you know that she's there, because that is one thing that's going to keep her moving around in areas that will allow you to hear her and know that she's close, and kind of keep that energy coming back to those same spots, so you can tell when she's around. And I'm getting this sense of like that apology of you feeling a little bit of guilt of letting her go, and you have to know that needs to get let go of. There's no guilt, there's no remorse, I'm happy that I'm feeling good and free again. So please know that she is happy, she's healthy, she's watching over you and your family, and she's couldn't be better right now. So just keep talking to her and telling her that you love her and she sees you and she's still part of your life. And acknowledge that. And I hope that helps you and brings you a little bit closer to her, even though you physically can't see her anymore, but she still is with you.
Yes. Oh, well, that makes me so happy to hear that.
You're listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV and Lightning Television. Welcome. Time for Insights with Solaris with Jennifer. Live from Solaris.1. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv. This is Insights with Solaris on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another week of Insights with Solaris, where I'm your host, Jennifer. I have been a tarot reader for over 10 years, and I also have over a dozen different certifications from Reiki, numerology, astrology. I do a little bit of everything, but I always come back to say I am simply a channel of spirit, and I bring messages for those who find me. And if you joined us before, if you're new, I always start out with a message for the collective. And these are energies just to be aware of over the next 7 days. And it does seem like you'll have some energy ebbing and flowing throughout the weeks. You may have some peaks of energy and then you may slow down a little bit, and that's okay. It's really a week to pick and choose what you want to do. It will all get done when it needs to. So when you have energy, get the things done that you want to do. But if you don't get to all of your items on your list, it's gonna be okay. You can choose and prioritize. It does seem like there are shifts coming forward, particularly around the home life. For some of you, you're actually either having a new family member come in or a new romance, which is incredible if you are looking for that. And for others, it may be more on the intuitive side, where you may be finding new spiritual practices or journaling or really just stepping into your own intuition. So, of course, this is a collective reading, so it's going to be a little bit different. But regardless of what that specific situation is, it's something that's going to bring a lot more happiness into your life. It's going to bring contentment, some peace, and some abundance. So it is something really incredible to look forward. And as we are moving through everything, Spirit just wants to tell everyone to just a great job, okay? Everyone's been working hard, continuous improvement. So keep at it, and we'll have another message next week. And so we're going to jump to our caller, and we have Denise from Tennessee. Hello, Denise.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
What type of questions do you have today?
I was looking for answers to like my job career, like where is it headed?
Yeah, absolutely. We can jump into that. Immediately, I do see that you have a couple really good friends on your side, and they may be great, actually, like coworkers to help you move forward. So that's the immediate message coming in. So if you have really good coworkers, yeah, they're on your side, which is wonderful.
Oh, that's good. Yes.
Yeah. Also, before we get in, because I am already seeing some mixed energies, is that you need to tell yourself that you deserve to be happy and you deserve to have good things happen to you. Regardless of any circumstances that you have experienced before or currently find yourself in, you always deserve to have the opportunity of joy, and you are allowed to allow it in. So that's just a little offset message as well. So hopefully, if that was a message you needed to hear, Spirit was very clear that we start out with that.
Okay, thank you for that.
Yeah. So at the middle of all of this, I do see you kind of at the beginning stages of something. So I see this a lot when there's a lot of mental energy. There is the beginning, okay, now what's next? It's curiosity, it's also being honest with yourself with a little bit of impulsiveness. So just be aware that as you are collecting information and you're wanting to move forward, make sure it's not an impulsive decision. Because okay, does that make sense? Not too impulsive?
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
What I like for you here is that on top of all of this, we have the star card, which is an incredible card of you moving forward in a direction that is going to make you happy, that's going to let you shine and gain more skills, show your strengths, and moving forward in that. There is a lot of emotion actually coming in for a career reading. Are you in a particular phase where you're either working with a lot of people or it has an emotional aspect to it?
Yeah.
Okay. So then that's good news. That's good news because it seems like there's been periods in your past that kind of has led you to this career path. So there's a feeling of being quite alone possibly in your younger years, and learning a lot, needing to learn a lot. And so while you're bringing all of this to the present situation, um, there is a lot of hope and there is a lot of dreaming. However, in the near future, there is some little bit of cautionary tale coming forward. Um, or do you have any type of trip or any type of almost even classes, if you may be taking a class or any type of training? Do you have any? Okay, so, and is it for work?
Yes.
Okay. This is a little bit of a cautionary thing. Of course, like it doesn't have to be bad. When these energies rise up, you just, okay, let's look at it and then let's see what we can navigate a little bit better. So as you're moving forward with this area and this situation, it's going to be a lot of work on you. So it is okay for you to ask for help in this time period, to be like, okay, hey, I need to focus on this, so I need support on maybe some of my other responsibilities. And that shows a lot of leadership as well, because if you don't do this, you are actually putting you in a situation where you're going to get burned out, and you're actually going to have some effects, some some stress related health concerns. Okay, and that could be just tenseness, that could be muscle aches, but whatever it comes up with is saying that it can be navigated if you ask for some help. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yes, that does.
And it is just, again, a warning that, okay, it's going to be a bit of a challenging situation, but I see you have the emotional balance and the tact to deal with everything. So again, that is just going to be within your favor to ask for help in this situation as you're in this travel and training period.
Okay.
Now, over on this side of the card, so what I'm seeing is there's actually, it feels like there's a missed opportunity, but I can't quite get a read on it. Were you given an opportunity anytime recently?
No, not yet.
Okay. So let me just clarify if this was the past. Okay, this is coming forward. Okay, so there may be some things being offered to you, or not necessarily a true offer, but it's kind of like if you did assert yourself, it would have been available to you. It seems like you're just going to have some emotions regarding of like, oh, I missed out on that, or hey, what if I did this? Could it have turned out a little bit better? And there's a lot of just insecurity and fear in this minor situation. I am saying minor because overall, like, it just seems like it's in the back of your head, it's affecting you, but it's not driving you. So if you feel like, if you start having those what ifs, or I should have, if you start getting that mindset, take a step back, because you have a good balance of emotion, okay? And I can see that you have pretty good, clear thinking as well, even if it may get a little bit scattered and cluttered, or very fast thoughts.
Okay.
But regardless of that, you didn't miss out on anything, because even if you did assert yourself, there's a reason why you didn't take that opportunity, whether it was at that point you just didn't have enough confidence, or you're just tired, and it's okay, right? Because there's always going to be another opportunity, and you are finding a balance that truly works for you. And as you are moving through these lessons, it's going to be a temporary standstill in some of your areas of your career, but it is shifting and changing for you. So after next couple of months, you're going to see some balance. You're also going to be put in some positions where you are going to have to be like fair and balancing things. So almost like if you may be stepping into some more, I can't quite tell, if not necessarily the legal system, but I do see like very strict regulations and like rules that are kind of in place around your work.
Okay.
So it's just, yeah, like something new is going to be implemented, and it's going to be for the best. And you're going to be really good at it. So the changes that are coming, you're going to be really good at this balance. And it is going to be a little bit different. So there's a lot of emotion here, but you are stepping into like this fair, this neutral standpoint in order to complete your job. So it does look like your position is going to be shifting in the future.
Okay.
But again, as you are going through all of this, it is a huge learning opportunity. But there's a lot of new beginnings. So you're not at the mastery phase as you're going through this. So a lot of it's going to be at the beginning phase where there's going to be some trial and error. But I'm trying to get clarity from Spirit on this particular comment. Do you have any questions so far?
No.
Okay. There's just a sense of you forgiving yourself. You like there is a point of like perhaps you've been thinking of the past a little bit more the last couple of weeks, and yeah, have you been thinking about the past?
Yes.
Does it have to do with romance and love as well?
It does.
Okay. So now it's coming together because I'm like, I see this career, but I'm like, what's going on here? So, so it is okay to work on forgiving yourself. There's just a real strong message from Spirit trying to come in for you to say life is precious, and like it's about you creating your reality and what you think, what you dream, and what you imagine. You are the creator, and so you have nothing missing right now because love transcends all time and space. You have all the love of your past loved ones, all the love from your future, and so that love that you're searching for is going to come back. But forgive yourself. You're gonna do great. You're doing wonderful, and you have the freedom to go wherever you want, and you have complete and total permission to move forward. Okay. So I hope that clears up some things for you, and it was so nice talking to you, Denise.
It does. Thank you so much.
All right, you have a wonderful night.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, well, that's it for this week, and I'll see you again next week.
To A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, Enlightening Television. Welcome. Time for Understanding Spirit with Mary Shapano. Live from MaryVCircles.com. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv. This is Understanding Spirit on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
everybody, and welcome to Understanding Spirit. I'm your host, Mary. I hope you're all doing really well. And for those of you that are celebrating Easter in any way, whether it's religious or just the Easter holiday, I wish you all a happy Easter. If you're new to the show, welcome. And every week I will do a 3-card pull, and I want you to just sort of take a moment to see which card you gravitate to, whether it's card 1, 2, or 3. You'll just know intuitively which one you're drawn to before I draw it. Remember, it's a collective reading, so you'll have to sort of like try to place it in your life, whether it's work or personal or in a friendship environment. The answer will be there for you. It could also be for somebody else, so take that in mind, or it's an answer for you for a little bit down the track. Okay, so if you have been drawn to card 1, it is this one here, which is the 4 of fire. Got some writing here: prosperity, contentment, and celebration. When I tune into this card, I just feel like you need to step forward at this moment, and I feel like it's like each small step will take you to the level that you want to get to. You know, I keep hearing like a level of greatness. So whatever that looks like, you know, for you, if you have gravitated to this card, you've chosen this to help you to see your own worth. All right, I do feel like recognition is coming to you. If it's like not now, it'll be really soon for your hard work. So whether this is for your work related or even within a relationship of some sort, just keep that in mind for yourself. All right. If you have been drawn to card 2, it is this one, 3 of earth. Okay, and the writing here is talent, recognition, collaboration. With this card, I just feel like you just need to believe in yourself. There's definitely like spiritual guidance and spirit highlighting things for you. Maybe things you haven't known yet. Maybe you need to learn about something, study about something. I also want to say, you know, like believe in yourself and that you can do what you need to do. If you have been drawn to card 2, it's because you deserve better than what you're doing right now or what you're dealing with right now. So keep moving forward. Accept things from the past that you can't change anymore, and just work through issues and any problems that could come up, you know, gracefully and with gratitude, and everything will work out just fine for you. If you were drawn to card 3, it is this one here, which is 2 of fire. What's written here, it's got planning, partnering, progress. With this, I just feel like if you are in a partnership, if you're the one that has more experience, or you're the one that has the leadership qualities, I feel like this is where you need to take to sort of guide others and, you know, take the lead and move forward. I do feel like if you've drawn this card, it's time to go into sort of like uncharted waters, uncharted paths, things that maybe you don't have a lot of experience in or you haven't thought of, but there is definitely progress here. I feel like you need to sort of like pay attention for signs, and these are both positive and negative. So, I feel you'll be divinely guided. So you might see numbers, or you might be thinking about something. You could see a board with a picture of what your thoughts are, or a message in music on the radio. I'm also getting red flags. Look for red flags. If you see if you think, oh, I don't know about this, keep it in mind and look into it further before you act on it. Okay, I'll go to my caller now. Casey, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. You've got a bubbly personality there. How can I help you today?
I just want to know about my future, or like things I can, I don't know, just really my future, or whatever you can do, like whatever you can read.
Okay, all right. Let me tune into you just real quick. I do feel, Casey, while you're asking about your future, I do feel like this is definitely new beginnings and transformations for you right now. All right. I also feel spiritually that this is a change for you, where you're more inclined to not just hear messages from spirit, but actually act on them as well. I do feel like in the past there have been maybe, I don't know, I want to say conflicts or any discontentment, or even feel like you're feeling like you've been trapped and unable to move forward. But I feel like either compromises had to be made, or you're about to make compromises in order to end any conflicts, even if it's a conflict within yourself. But I just keep getting discontentment, stress around you, but now moving forward, you have had even lack of direction, and I do feel you still have that, and also some kind of like a lack of self-control, where you if you make a commitment, you don't really sort of like follow through with it as well, where you have maybe felt powerless in the past. Spirit is saying to me, it's now time for you to listen to your intuition, and you don't need to know everything. Okay, so just kind of if you got a vision for yourself, don't let your anxiety, don't let any sort of like misconception or fear sort of like hold you back. You're definitely moving on. You're definitely walking away from how you were in the past. You're letting go of all of this. You could also be having some traveling coming up, because I see a lot of movement around you, and there is also a sense of self-discovery for you as well, Casey. But there are big changes, big opportunities coming your way. I do feel like you need to seize moments as they come up to you. I feel like you are quite direct and honest about like what you want, and so just kind of like move forward. Spirit is saying you're strong, you're energetic, and you really are ready to take sort of like the world on, but you don't really know how to do it. There's a sense of stagnation around you as well. They're saying to me, you've earned every bit of success, but you have to let go on the past. Just focus on the future, and don't let your emotions get in the way as well. They're saying to me, understand your beliefs, your values, set boundaries as well for yourself. They just keep saying new opportunities, prosperity, security and more stability for you. There is success and triumph for you, and I'm hearing people clapping and praise, you know, that you're doing well, but they are saying think things through as you move ahead. Think things through from all perspectives. No, make sure you've got the truth about everything and you know exactly like what's going on. Don't put yourself in a place of chaos or where other people can be chaotic, but I definitely see you as you move forward. You have a sense and you feel like there's a sense of freedom around you. It is Spirit is saying you do have to start tuning into your intuition more. And have like foresight, you know, like look forward with what you want to do. Look at things in a different way. You know, if you have to sort of like learn from other people, even if they're abroad or whatever, it's like just different opinions, different outcomes. They're saying if you still feel stuck and you can't get a vision for yourself, they're saying just take time out and the answer will come to you. So whether you just need to sort of lie down and be like, Spirit, show me, or if you're undecided about something, they're like, just sit back and just ask. And remember, Casey, that whatever thought comes to you first, right, that is Spirit. Whatever comes second or after that is our own thoughts, and that's where the doubt comes in and things like that, and that's where those kind of things play up. But there is a lot of success. There could be a partnership for you. Are you thinking of going into a business with somebody else or a relationship with somebody else? I'm just seeing you merging with somebody.
Yes, there's like some type of relationship I'm in. We're like taking it slow.
Yeah, okay. Spirit, there will be success ahead for you with this relationship, but I do feel like, you know, everything that's shiny isn't gold. So make sure that you know everything about this person. Just really quickly, because I don't have much time, but do you know a male in spirit who had chest issues, coughing, issues with their stomach before they passed, nausea, vomiting, dizziness, disorientation they're giving me? You know anyone like that?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, all right. They're saying to me, they're watching over you. They're showing me a hand with a ring on it. So potentially you could be getting married. They're saying find out everything that you can about this person and then let sleeping dogs lie. All right. Move forward confidently. I don't know if he promised you that he was going to watch out for you, but he wants you to know that he's doing that. He's clapping for you and he's encouraging you along the way, and he's around you. So if you're ever feeling like somebody's watching you, he's like, don't be scared, it's just him keeping an eye on you and making sure that you're okay. But he's pushing you forward to keep going in your life, and I see a lot of changes and good things coming for you, Casey. Okay,
Thank you so much.
You're very, very welcome. Good luck with everything. All right. All the best with your relationship.
Thank you so much. You have a great day.
All right. Thank you. You too, Casey. Bye-bye.
You're listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV and Lightning Television. Welcome. Time for Beyond the Veil with your medium, Shelley Shanwall. Live from yourmedium.ca. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv. This is Beyond the Veil on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to Beyond the Veil. I'm your host, Shelley Schoenwald, and welcome you here on this allegedly spring day. Doesn't feel like it out there right now where I am, but hopefully things are perking up where you are, and the season is starting to come to fruition. Now, it's coming into the Easter long weekend, and I'm sure that a lot of you will be spending time with family and friends, and I'm sure for some of you that creates a lot of anxiety. And it's at points in time like these where we're going into these holiday weekends, holiday times, that it's important we make sure that we do a little bit of self-care for ourselves, making sure that we understand our boundaries, you know, and that we're caring for our needs and our wants. And of course, being kind to others, which can be a bit of a difficult balance, can't it? But we're capable of doing so. We are capable of making sure that we are okay and that those around us are still loved and heard. But the interesting thing is how these holidays can conjure up grief with people as well. If you lost a loved one and this holiday has some significance to it, it can often be tough to go through the time because there's all those memories that are coming to the surface of all the wonderful things that you used to do together. And unfortunately, your loved one is not at the table. So be mindful of people around you that they may be struggling with that, and to go easy on people. We do have a caller here now. We have Robbie in Sparks, Nevada. Robbie, are you there?
Hi.
Hi,
I'm
Robbie.
here.
How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Got some questions.
Okay. Wow. I may have some answers.
Well, I've got a lot of activity going along around me and my household.
Yes, some strange stuff is happening, isn't it?
Yeah, I know what it is. I'm pretty sure. But what do you see?
Okay. All right. So it's sorry. I'm getting a beat on this because it feels like there is a lot of spiritual activity going in around you. And things are things moving?
Oh, you're right.
Okay, because it just like, well, that's interesting. That wasn't there a minute ago. Now it's over here.
You're right. Absolutely.
Okay. It is, yeah. So it is spirit. And it feels like you're wondering, like, is this good? Is this bad? It's not bad. This doesn't feel bad.
I agree.
It feels like there's someone around you just trying to get your attention.
Really?
Yes. Yes. They want you to know that they're there. You know, it's interesting. It feels like a male energy.
Oh, this is
it's
interesting.
A relative. It's someone that's related to you. Have you lost, it feels like an older gentleman that passed?
Several.
Okay, because it feels like father, grandfather.
My father's passed. Yes. Yeah. And he would be a great-grandfather to my grandson who lives part of the week in our home. Because
and
of
the
his
activity.
School and the activities in my home.
In your home, and it seems to be a little bit more so.
16. Well, we have abilities in our family.
Yeah.
And particularly I do. And when my children, his mother and all of my other children were teenager, we had a big ramp up in activity around the house too.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if now that he's a teenager now too, and all the other grandkids are becoming into that age group too.
Yeah.
Is this going to go again?
Yes. So
And
yeah, what I'm
sometimes it felt bad before, but I haven't felt that so far.
No, this isn't bad. And often it's, well, let's say Hollywood can be a little bit like that. They want to teach us that it's, these it's scary things, but this is not. This is a grandfather, like your father, great grandfather too.
My father.
Yes. So he's, but it feels like your grandson has this ability as well. This is coming through him, and
I think so
because
too.
the teen years. The activity, if you have this ability, when you have a teenager around, it's just like the hormones, everything kind of get like, oh my gosh, there's all this activity.
I
He's being drawn in. Now, because your grandson and you have this ability, it's easy for your father to come around, right? So he's going like, hey, I'm here, guys, I'm here. And
he's also the first grandson, so he's the first one that's come of this age. So he's the first one, and we only have 2. We have 8 granddaughters.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it feels like being your grandson. I'm not sure how it feels about it but I'm hearing foster it. Foster this. Like, don't stifle it. I mean, you're open, which is great. So he has that outlet. But it's hard to as a teenager because my friends don't want to, don't want to know that maybe I can talk to dead people, right?
Right. He's definitely like skeptical, but we've had poltergeist-ish incidents apporting objects, and my Starbucks straw got like snapped when we were driving in the car, he and I doing a driving lesson. And he got snappy with me and I got snappy with him, and we got home and there was my Starbucks straw was just like snapped between us. I didn't do it, and I didn't see him do it, but stuff like that,
Yeah, he's got a lot of energy to him.
He definitely does. He's an athlete.
Yeah, but it's like if he's open to it, to get him a teacher with this, because there's good strong energy, and to be open and honest about this with him.
And I have been always, but I get scapegoated a little bit, like, oh no, that's not real, Grandma.
Well, and the thing is, when kids are young too, we so desperately just want to be normal, right? We don't want to be anything that puts us as an outlier, and that may change as they come into their own as well, right? Especially boys.
I always taught my kids. Yeah, and my son, I had only 1, and my daughters, I had 4. But I taught them early on, even though they were skeptical, how to deal with anything dark or scary through faith, light, energy, light specifically.
Absolutely. If you have light and love in your heart. Yes. If you have light and love in your heart, you're okay.
Right. And that's the most powerful weapon. And so I taught them that at an early age, because I knew that I opened at like about 11. And so I didn't know when they would have their first experience, but mine was very, very frightening, because my older sister, who was 9 years older than me, when she heard about it, she automatically went and told me about, kind of what was happening. So, but anyway, so I raised my kids that way, and I've also been open to my grandkids that way. But of course, they still, the granddaughters, like the ones that have abilities, they already believe me because they're already manifesting abilities.
Yes.
But I'm not letting them be like really open yet. I'm not letting them like be like super open yet because they're too young,
Yeah, and to really develop this, to find, if you have a spiritualist church around you there that has circles, like closed circles where you can sit with a group of people and develop, is a great way to do that. And that will teach how to be open, and then go back to being a normal person and wandering through life, right? But there's also some beauty
'Cause
with
we have
the stuff.
I think it is beautiful. The faith that we practice believes in afterlife. Okay, so they don't encourage like doing it all the time. And I tell my kids like, we don't want to live in the afterlife because we're alive, but we don't want to turn off our guardian angels and guides and try to just be open. And well, we pray a lot, but that's like speaking to your spirit guides anyway. So, but yeah, so I was just kind of a little concerned about all this activity and wondered if it was centered around me and my grandson, and if I didn't occur to me that it was my dad.
Yeah, he's trying to get your attention. He's trying to get your attention.
Can you tell me, is my dad approve of like how my grandson and my husband, his granddad are having the relationship? Like my husband dotes on him, of course. Sometimes I think a little too much, but am I being too overly sensitive?
I'm hearing that your grandson is a good boy.
He is.
Yeah.
So don't worry, right?
He's well taken care of. He's very smart too. He's not just an athletic kid. He's smart as well. Yeah, I'm hearing he's got a really good head on his shoulders. He has a wonderful future.
Okay.
But yeah,
it doesn't my dad completely.
It doesn't feel like there's worries. It's an outpour of love, but there's excitement because the energy is there for me to do these things. So that's why he's excited. But there's also with this gift, I mean, with your grandchildren, is to remind them that they can use this gift in a quiet way for themselves too. Like, is the situation going to be good for me? Reading that energy that they're feeling when they're making decisions, and asking their spirit guides for help, but also making sure, as I always say in my show, put in the legwork too, right? If you're asking for something, you gotta do your part. But yeah, there's beauty in this, and foster that and help them find places to learn if they're looking to do so.
Yeah, I still want to do that. I've used it all my life that way for like discernment questions, and it's warned me and it's guided me, and it is beautiful. Thank you so much, Shelley.
You're very welcome.
Today.
You're welcome, and say hi to your dad too. He wants to hear.
His name is Mark.
Mark.
His name is Mark.
Next time you see something move, say hi.
So it's Dad then that's doing that? Wow. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
All right, I'll leave you.
All right,
Thank
love
you.
and light.
Have a wonderful night. You too. Take care. All right. Thanks everyone for joining us tonight. And of course, if you're seeing stuff moving or getting those little signs, it's your loved ones in spirit, saying hi and wanting you to know that they're always with you, always by your side. So if you get that little nudge, you see something, some synchronicity, make sure you tell Spirit you saw that and you know that they're there. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Take care.
Psychic Radio Network and watching Moonstruck TV and Lightning Television. Welcome.
Time for Coastal Psychic Vibes Spiritual School with Kim Dunn. Search Coastal Psychic Vibes Spiritual School on Facebook.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv.
This is Coastal Psychic Vibes Spiritual School
on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hey everyone, hope you're having a great day and welcome to Coastal Psychic Vibes Spiritual School episode 4. Thanks for joining me. I'm your host today, Kim Dunk, and today I want to talk to you about something that quietly shapes every part of your life, whether you realize it or not, and that would be mindset. Just not your thoughts, but the way you see yourself, the way you interpret your experiences, the way you speak to yourself every single day. Because here's what I've come to understand. Mindset is not just in your mind, it lives in your body. If you're going through a spiritual awakening, your mindset becomes one of the most important things to understand. You see, mindset is often taught as, just think positively, but it's much deeper than that. Mindset is made up of your beliefs, your past experiences, your conditioning, and your nervous system. It's just not what you say, you believe, it's what your body has learnt to expect. You see, many people try and change their mindset on the surface, but there's always those deep patterns that are still running underneath. From my personal experience for a long time was that I didn't feel worthy, I didn't feel confident, and I didn't trust myself. And it was not because of something was wrong with me, but because I wanted to live through and had gone through with my complex PTSD. My mindset had been shaped from my experiences. And for years, I tried to push past that, to try and think positively, just to be stronger and just getting over it, basically. But nothing really changed that until I really understood that mindset was something that wasn't something that I had to fight. It was something that I had to gently rewire. You see, why does mindset really matter in awakening? When you are going through an awakening, your awareness expands, you start to feel more, see more, and understand more. But if your mindset is still rooted in that self-doubt, fear, or unworthiness, then an awakening can feel overwhelming instead of empowering. It's because your thoughts shape how you interpret everything. Like when two people can have the same experience, but one sees growth and the other sees fear. That is mindset. Our inner voice is one of those most powerful parts of mindset, the way you actually speak to yourself. And many people don't realize how harsh that voice can actually be, often saying things like, I'm not good enough, I always get this wrong, or I can't do this. And when that voice constantly runs through your nervous system, it really does hear it as truth. So the first step isn't to really fix it, it's to start to notice it. And then we start to soften it. And it's sometimes why affirmations sometimes don't work. You've probably heard of affirmations like, I am confident, I love myself, or I am worthy, which are all great affirmations. But if your internal belief is the opposite, your body actually starts rejecting it. And that recreates resistance and sometimes even anxiety. You see, because your system is saying, well, that's not true. I don't feel safe believing that. So it's not actually that the affirmations don't work. It's just that they need to be used in a way that your nervous system can actually accept them. Safe affirmations, often what we call bridging statements, are much better to use. So instead of jumping from where you are, where you think you should be, we use these bridging affirmations. And these affirmations feel more safe, supported, and believable to your nervous system. So instead of saying, I am confident, try, I'm learning to feel more confident. Instead of saying, I love myself, try, I'm learning to be kinder to myself. Instead of, I trust myself, I am beginning to trust myself more each day. You see, with these types of statements, there's less pressure, more space, and more safety. And that's where the real change happens. Here are some examples of safe and supportive affirmations that I've come up with. I am learning to feel safe in my body. I am becoming more aware of how I speak to myself. I am allowed to grow at my own pace. It is safe for me to change and evolve. I'm learning to trust myself more each day. I am becoming kinder to myself. I'm allowed to take small steps forward. My feelings are valid and I can support myself through them. I am creating safety within myself and I'm open to seeing myself in a new way. You see, rewiring your mindset isn't about forcing yourself to think differently. It's more about awareness, compassion, and small, consistent shifts. It's noticing a thought and then gently choosing a new one that feels better within yourself. And over time, those small shifts create new neural pathways, new beliefs, and a new way of seeing yourself. And this is why it is in my week 3 of my 12-week Awaken and Anchor program. I don't start with mindset. I start with safety in the body, grounding, breath work, meditation, and presence. Because when the nervous system feels safe, the mind becomes more open and real transformation can happen. You don't need to force yourself to believe something that doesn't feel true to you. So it's about meeting yourself where you are, taking that one small step forward, a softer thought, a kinder word, and one moment to self-support. Your mindset isn't something to fix overnight. It's something you reshape with safety, and it takes time. See, if you want more information on my 12-week one-on-one Awaken and Anchor program, feel free to reach out at the Coastal Psychic Vibes Spiritual School, and I'd be more than happy to go through the program with you and see if that's a fit for you. Alrighty, that's enough of me talking on this side. Let's see what sort of callers we've got coming through today. All right, who have we got today? Denise from Memphis, Tennessee, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Denise, how are you tonight?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Yeah, really well, thank you. Is there something in particular that you need some clarity on today, or would you just like a general read, or?
A general read.
No problem. I'm going to start shuffling and let's see what pops out. Oh, one's already popped straight out for you. Won't be a sec, it's fallen on the ground.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got the 5 of air that's popped out for you. The message is there's a better way that will make you happier. Avoid people who lack integrity. I'm not sure if that's ringing true to you. There's something there's a better way. Is that making sense to you?
Yes, it does.
Excellent, excellent. And is there someone that there's possibly that you need to sort of, put at arm's reach, so to speak?
Yeah, I've been just kind of wondering if I was going to reconnect with some people who I haven't spoken to in a while.
Okay, yeah, sure, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see what we're coming to for you.
Okay.
Okay, we've got some cards. Wait a sec. Okay, what have we got? Okay, the need for balance in your life. So I feel like that connects with our previous card, saying there's a better way, avoiding people who lack integrity. So I feel like that's the balance there, where they can come back in your life, but needing to set boundaries, if that makes sense.
That does.
So so don't bring them in too close, but just have those boundaries in place for you going forward with those people. I feel like people are going to come back into your life, but you need to place the boundaries on how close they can come in and allow that time for you to put up that trust again, I feel.
Okay. That makes sense.
Okay. Fantastic. Yeah, they're saying, I can feel the apprehension there, but you just need to protect yourself at the same time, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. I've also got one of the messages saying a guardian angel or someone who watches over you. Obviously, we've all got a spirit team that are, ours specifically, which are made up of guides and usually our deceased loved ones. But I really feel like there is someone in particular. Is there a grandmother that has passed that you were quite close to?
No, I never met her.
Okay, that's okay though, but I still feel like she, even though you never met her, is this mum's mum?
Uh-huh. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she's definitely stepping forward and saying that she's around you all the time. Like she's watching over you. So please feel free to, she wants you to connect with her. So you talk to her. Are you meditating?
Yes, I do.
Great. While you're meditating, just in your mind, just have a conversation with her and just thank her because I really feel like she's watching out for you. She's protecting you. She's supporting you and guiding you. So, if you're having any issues, feel free to speak to her and ask her for that help because our guides and our angels can't step in and help unless we actually ask them to do that. So during your time in meditation, make sure you have a chat with her. You obviously would know her name. And I feel like she's definitely around you, watching over you quite a lot. Another card that's just popped out for you is the need to bring fun into your life. So I feel like that's going back to having that balance. And I feel like she's trying to tell you that you need to add a bit more fun into your life.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you just work at the moment or?
Yes, I'm actually waiting on a job promotion. I hope that's coming soon.
Okay. All right, let's see if we can get a card on that for you and give you a bit of clarity as well.
Okay. Okay.
Is this in the same sort of work that you're doing now?
Yes.
Great. Okay. This one wasn't actually about your work, but it's saying that you're quite psychic as well.
Wow.
Yeah, they're saying that you need to trust your intuition more. Those gut feelings that you're getting and that intuition, you need to trust it more. Because they're saying that there's you could have some quite deep psychic insights, but it's your intuition that you need to learn to trust more. And okay. So regarding that job, the message that's come out is events that will move with great speed. So I feel like I feel like it's coming up quite soon for you, if that makes sense.
Oh, wow. That does.
Yeah, great. I feel like it's going to bring you some more money as well.
Oh, yes. Excited.
Okay, so it's saying the card that's actually popped out is the King of Fire, and it's saying take a leadership role.
Wow. That's what I'm going for.
So, it's coming through for you. They're saying step into the spotlight. This is your time. Yep. And don't forget to communicate your vision. Because I feel like you're going to bring quite a lot to this. So have that confidence with you because, I feel like you might lack communicating your way of doing things, and but I feel like you can definitely bring a lot to this position that is coming through to you. But they're also saying don't be sensitive to criticism. Think of it not so much as criticism, but feedback, if that makes sense. So don't take it personal.
Wow.
Take it as a broader idea. Yeah. Well, I hope that's helped you today.
Oh, you have helped
But
me
yeah,
a
that
lot.
job's
Thank
definitely
you
coming
so
through
much.
in a leadership role. Yeah. I really think that's going to work out for you.
Okay.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you
Have
so
a good
much.
night. Lovely to speak to you.
All right, you too. Okay.
you.
Bye-bye.
So now we've got Jessica. Jessica. Hi, Jessica.
Yes.
How are you today?
I'm doing pretty
Beautiful
good. How
name.
about yourself?
Yeah, good. Thank you. Was there a specific question or just a general read tonight?
I have one specific question and then a general read.
Yep. Sure.
There's a lot going on right now with my my son and my mother, and it's pretty bad. And she's I don't know, like it's just caused a lot of emotional distress. And I
Is
don't
the
know.
issue between the two of them, or are they both separate issues?
Kind of separate issues, but it's more like retaliation.
Yeah. Okay. Because I got the 6 of water that's popped out, and it's saying children or child. Let me just see if I can get some more information. Won't be a moment. Okay. Is the child at school?
Yes, this one is. There's 3 of them, but this one's older. He's my oldest.
Okay. Is there bullying involved?
Bullying? No. It's a girl. There's a girl involved. It's over.
Okay, sorry.
Everything that's happened is involved a girl.
Okay, so he's romantically involved with her?
Yes.
Okay. She's giving him the bit of the runaround though, like she's just all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't feel like she's quite stable, and I feel like he doesn't know how to negotiate or help her emotionally. And I feel like he's taking a lot of that on himself, which is probably, I feel like, is way over his head.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Does he talk to you about it? Is he able?
No, he told lies at school, and he got himself taken away from us. Because he did it so he could be with this girl. He was doing illegal stuff, and he didn't want to face the consequences. And they were trying to have a baby, and he's only 16. And when I disciplined him, he went to school and told lies. And then when my mom's dog bit my daughter, a lot of terrible, terrible things happened, and she used him and took him away from us.
The dog?
Yes. No, she used she threatened me, and she she could only take him away from us because he's older and he could talk to her and tell her lies because he didn't want to live here anymore because he wanted to be with that girl. And then so my mom took him, and but there is children. There's 2 other ones, and it's been awful.
Yes, doesn't sound great at all. Look, I can see you definitely getting a lot of sleepless nights out of it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like he needs to stand on his. Sorry.
Go for it. Say it.
Oh yeah, I feel like he needs to stand on his own 2 feet for a little bit, and he needs. Is there a male that can help you out with him? Is there an uncle or someone that can? I feel like he needs to listen to a male, if that makes sense. He needs perspective.
He needs what?
Perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Feel like he's very emotionally involved. Yeah, he needs to step back and take a look at the bigger picture, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and he won't.
Yeah. So he's not living at home at the moment?
No, and we are faced with the decision whether we should just give him up so that we don't have to deal with everything that my mother's done. Everything she's currently doing, and then just pursue the legal path of the other stuff. I had to get a protection order against her. It's been really bad.
Yeah, it sounds like she's been putting things into his head as well. It's not helping.
Yes. So would you be able to pull some cards on this situation?
Yeah. They're saying that you just need to be the supportive parent from a distance at the moment. They're saying that you've done as much as you can help the situation. It's almost like you need to step back a little bit and allow things to sort of unfold, not to an extreme with legalities. He needs just some time to process what's going on. And I feel like he will come back to you, but you just need to be in the background for a little while. I feel like he just needs to a month or 2 where he just needs to see things play out a little bit more. And I feel like his eyes are going to be opened to what is actually going on. And I feel like he's going to come to a realization that, maybe this isn't quite the way that things need to go. And there are other options, if that makes sense. I feel like the girlfriend is also going to show some of her true colours that is also going to help him take a step back as well, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Let's see what else they've got for us. Yeah, it's like you've done so much, but he's 16 you said, hey, so he's quite young and very immature in a lot of ways. Just making a lot of unwise choices at the moment. But they're saying avoid people who lack integrity, have questionable motives, and I feel like that's your mother.
Yes.
Yeah, they're saying there's a better way to make you happier. I feel like you need to just take that step back and trust in the process a little bit and allow him to make a few mistakes but just let him know that you're always there. Don't let him know that you're going to give up on him at all, that you need to be able to support him from a distance, if that makes sense. And just keep reminding him that you're there for him no matter what. But I do find that there's going to be an end to the situation.
There's going to be an end. I haven't been able to talk to him for a month, so I don't know how to support him.
Yeah. Just, are you able to send him text messages?
My mother blocks me from any form of communication with him.
Okay. She's really making hard, isn't she?
She's currently trying to take my 2 youngest ones from me.
As well.
Yes, it's been awful. Every time the personal injury attorney calls to get information, she starts going after my other 2 little kids because her dog broke my daughter's arm.
Oh my goodness! So it's a matter of protecting the younger 2 as well.
Yeah, she tried to get me fired from my job. It's been. I spent the last month laying in bed crying.
Not a good situation at all. So, 2 cards that I've pulled out that have popped out for you is saying that there is an end to the situation that brings relief and an opportunity for new happiness, a weight off your shoulders. And then the next card that popped out was the Wheel, fresh new start, and a very positive change in your life. So I feel there's something that will happen that I feel like he's going to come back into your care, but I feel like he just needs this time to work things out a little bit for himself, and you allowing him to have that space will, and just, don't cut him off completely is what I'm getting. Because I feel like he's going to need to come back to you, and you're going to have to sort of pick up the pieces, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, at the moment, it's all new and so forth, and I feel like, he doesn't realise how good he's got it with you. He needs his time to realise that before he sort of comes back. I feel like he's going to be a dog with his tail behind his legs, like, I'm really sorry, for what has gone through. But it's, that the mum that's getting into his head, it makes it really, really difficult.
To A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, Enlightening Television. Welcome. Time for astrology and psychic readings with Lady D. Lady D. Live from Lady D's PsychicParties.com. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv. This is Astrology and Psychic Reading on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
I
everybody, welcome to Astrology and Psychic Reading. So I'm your host, Lady D, for this segment. So it is my Good Friday for me. So it is my Easter weekend. I know for the other side out of the world, you're on your Thursday, so you haven't quite hit Easter just yet. So with the planets, what's coming up for this week? Actually, today we have a really good transit. We do have Mercury, which is in tri to Jupiter, and we'll have that the whole week. So it's actually bringing some good news. You might hear some good news. You'd also be feeling more confident in your communication, how you're speaking to other people as well. But that should be quite positive with the aspect, and it's here a whole week. So tomorrow we have Mercury in square to Pluto, and that's only going to be there, won't be there the whole week with that one. So with that one, that can bring in a big transformation to do with communication. It could be bringing in like a sudden end or a halt, talking to someone. It could be you might be feeling more feisty if you're a bit more quiet. It might change how you're communicating as well. So there could be a number of things that happen with that transit. We've also got on the 6th, we have the Sun, which is going to be in square to Jupiter. So that is going to be there the whole week with that transit. So with that one, it can bring Jupiter's a planet of luck, and with the Sun representing your life and have it in square, it's not a positive aspect. So it could be feeling of maybe a little bit maybe not supported, or a little bit things have been a little bit unstable for you with that transit we have this week. We also have Mars, which is going to be in sextile to Uranus. That will be there for the whole week. So with that is going to be. We've also got the whole week too. We do have Venus, which will be in sextile to Mars, to Jupiter, so the whole week as well. So with that will be bringing with Uranus and Mars. It can bring about confidence, unexpected confidence. It could be bringing up positive things, but being more motivated, getting things done, trying to be more active. Can be with that transit. The day after the 9th, we do have Mars going into Aries, and I feel like that will be when things sort of start to pick up and speed up a bit, when we're going to have all these planets starting to come into Aries, and that will start by next Friday. So I'm all about that next Friday. So this week I feel like it'll be a sort of a mix of things coming up. I do feel like that there's a sense here of people not wanting to own accountability. That's coming up this week. I feel like this week may be a little bit intense. I do feel like there's going to be some shocking events coming up in our lives or your life, but I do feel like things are going to start picking up and moving quite faster. I do feel like the world is going to start changing at a rapid rate. We've also got change happens in an instant, and I feel like there might be some time to redirect things as well in your own life, as well as the world. And I just feel like there's a sense here of things being just a little bit unpredictable, not knowing where things are going, and I feel like that's coming up with the world that we're in too. But I do feel like we do have some positive aspects with that Mercury and Venus in tri and sextile to Jupiter, as well as the Mars in sextile to Uranus. I feel like that's more our saving grace and positive stuff happening this week, with the other aspects that we do have. So let's go to the caller. So we've got here Fran. So she's in North Carolina. So hi, Fran. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
How can I help you today?
You are.
Yes, I'm good. How can I help you today?
Are you the animal communicator, or can I ask any question?
You can ask me a question. So I can talk to both animals and the people. So it's whatever you want to know.
There's a property that I would like to buy that I'm really considering hard. I'm just wondering if it's a good idea or not.
Is this quite a big? Is this a big vacant? Is this a big land? Like this is not a small piece of land. It's quite big.
Actually, no, it's a smaller piece of land.
Okay, so I'm seeing land, but I'm seeing something that's more open space and bigger. Look, I feel like with this land that you're looking at, I want to say just get everything checked. I feel like that there could be some issues or something wrong with the ground. So I feel like that just make sure you get your checks in place. Say I'm being drawn to the ground, the dirt. I do feel like you are going to buy something, and I do feel like it could be this year that you do settle on something and buy. But I feel like you might want something a little bit bigger, or more space. That's what I kind of feel. I feel like, I don't know, so when you go back, you might see things you haven't seen with this current one they didn't see or didn't notice before. Especially after, I just feel like there could be issues with the rain, or after there's a lot of rain there, is what I feel. But I feel like it's something about the ground. But I actually kind of feel like you're settling on.
I can't understand what you're saying. I'm sure.
So the rains, I just feel like
rain
there's
and the
issues.
ground.
Yes, I feel like there's issues when after it rains there with the ground. I just see that you'll need to get checks or make sure that the land gets checked.
For flooding?
Well, I'm just seeing like something about after the rain, and I'm seeing that the ground is a bit mushy. So I feel like there's I've just been shown there could be issues to do with the ground on the property that you're wanting to get. But I feel like you're needing to get something that's a bit bigger and more spacious.
I need a place that's more spacious?
That's what I kind of feel with. I kind of feel bigger space and smaller space. But I also feel like I feel like you're settling in June as well. But I just feel like in what you're looking at now, I'm just being shown to get the ground checked.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like I feel like everything's like you're going to be happy with what you got, but I haven't been shown not small, bigger.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like you're a happy person as well, and I feel like that like this year for you is about building everything on top of it, like top of another. I'm also drawn to the country with you. I don't know if you're from the country or you have links to the country. I am drawn to country areas with you too.
Yeah.
But I also, oh, okay. Okay. 'Cause I'm also drawn to like horses and things with you as well. And like outback. Oh, okay. I feel like, because I'm just seeing a horse and I feel like the horse is very smart, but you don't double cross the horse, because the horse will sort of might kick you or get its back at you. So I feel like this horse is quite intelligent and it knows what it likes and doesn't like. And a horse can be a little bit tricky. I am seeing that with you, with a horse around you like that too. I'm not sure if this horse has passed over or is still here, but I am just being shown this horse. And I also feel like, I don't know, this year for you, I feel like there's more stability this year than there was last year. And I do feel like that you're making these life changes and it's about looking into the future. I don't feel like this is you. I feel like this is someone around you. You just need to be careful of what they're eating. I feel like that they may be like, if they're comfort eater, I just think someone that I'm just being shown, not you, I feel like someone around you though, that just needs to watch what they're eating. So I'm being shown.
Okay. Well. Is it a male or female energy?
I do want to get more female than male.
Okay.
I'm just being shown like chips. So I just feel like they need to, just sort of watch they're eating. But yeah, but I do feel more female than male. They may not be directly in the family. They may be outside the family. But I just, been shown that I feel like they've got brown hair. I do feel like it's about the shoulder length with them. That's what been shown with that. And I feel like that, I don't know, I feel like next year also is a good year for you too. I feel like even though the world is changing, you're creating your own space, and it's like you're not being bothered by what's happening around the world. I feel like you're living very independently next year too. So, do you have any other questions for me?
Yeah, I didn't hear the last thing. You said something about the world.
I just feel like even though the world is changing, next year for you, I feel like it's like you're building your own little independent space. But even though the world is changing, you're being quite content and quite happy in the space that you are building.
Yes. Okay. All right. Thank you.
So do you have any other questions for me?
Right. I believe you said that you saw me moving in June.
Yeah, so I could see it settle like I heard
was in
like
June?
yeah, I could hear like settling in June. I just heard settling in June. So I feel like if this place is
okay.
not the place that you're going to buy, I feel like the next place will. But I'm getting the timeline of June is when you're going to be settling or signing paperwork, and that's going to be. I do feel like it's going to be a good positive thing that you're buying or the move. I kind of feel like there's a push for you to move as well, and it's like you need to be able to go in the direction that you're going in. It's like you can't keep still. But I do feel like you're going to, at least a celebration around you with this, because I do feel like you're happy. I don't feel like it's just you that's moving. I feel everyone is going with you, got other people going with you as well.
You see someone going with me?
Yeah, like this is I see celebration, but I don't just see you celebrating on your own. You've got other people with you.
Okay. Interesting.
Because I'm just seeing like this, I feel like it's a female, they want to go with you. They don't want to stay where they are.
Okay, well, I live by myself, so
I just think you're seeing a female. I'm not too sure either, but I'm just seeing a female that wants to go with you. So they don't want to stay where they are. Yeah. But thank you for calling in today.
Thank you.
Thank you. So everybody, I hope you all have a happy Easter. So if you want to contact me for reading, you can. My website is Lady D Psychic Parties. My Facebook page is also Lady D Psychic Parties. My Instagram is also Lady D S Psychic. My TikTok is Lady D Psychic, and same my YouTube channel. So I hope you all have an amazing Easter long weekend, and I will see you same time, same place next weekend. Actually, it'll be an hour earlier for Sydney people, so at 1 o'clock. So bye for now.
Hi, I'm Ron, and thanks for watching Moonstruck. And now A1R on the air. Psychic Talk Radio on Moonstruck TV. Enlightening television.